She says that she loves me, she just wants to fuck me. Got me feeling something, got me feeling nothing. Alcoholic junkie, says she thinks I'm funny. Think I might get lucky, spending too much money. She says she wants my necklace, put her on the guest list. Hope I don't regret this, hope I don't regret this. I'm feeling hella reckless, cashing all my checks rich. Hickeys on my neck, shit, she's on the offensive. I do not know, still I'm gonna get lit. Yeah, I have a death wish, live until I'm breathless. I'ma stay progressive, she gon' stay obsessive. Life is so expensive, do everything excessive. I think my brain's defective, yeah. Can't think when she's aggressive, yeah. She snuck into my section, yeah. You think I'd learn my lesson, yeah. And we ain't getting no sleep. These girls don't even know me. Like Drake, I'm getting trophies. You want it, girl, then show me, yeah. And we ain't getting no sleep. These girls don't even know me. Like Drake, I'm getting trophies. You want it, girl, then show me. Cause we ain't getting no sleep, yeah. No, we ain't getting no sleep, yeah. She's sitting up in the front of the class, using that ass, she gonna pass. Keeping her pad and her pen in her lap. She been so bad with the men in her past. Now she just want the professor so bad. I'll give her lessons that she never had, like taking a freshman and teaching her math. I'll keep her guessing until she a grad. She always leaves them guessing, they don't know what's next, man. Learned it from the best, man. She loving every lesson, with hands-on sessions, points for attendance. She asks a lot of questions, I answer with my presence. I sit back while I'm texting, said she wants to get in, said she'll bring her best friend. Know what happened next, man. You know what happened next, man. Treat her like a guest, man. Rolling out the best, man. She had a confession, yeah. She wanna stay for a minute, she wanna play for a minute, she wanna slay for a minute, and now I'm all up in it. I'll be back in a minute, I'll be back in a minute, make a track in a minute, and now I'm all up in it. No sleep, these girls don't even know me. Like Drake, I'm getting trophies. You want it, girl, then show me, yeah. And we ain't getting no sleep. These girls don't even know me. Like Drake, I'm getting trophies. You want it, girl, then show me. Cause we ain't getting no sleep, yeah. No, we ain't getting no sleep, yeah.
They say, rock, rock, rock. You say, blah, blah, blah. Talk is cheap, homie. Talk is cheap, homie. Blah, 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 blah. Can't be no one else but yourself. You the best at being yourself. Remember that and never doubt it. Stand up, hello world, shout it. Leave a mark, build your legacy. Make them words count, live your fantasy. It's your life, time to live it right. Show the world what you're all about. Let them haters hate, let them doubters doubt. They don't really know what you all about. Let them talkers talk while you walk the walk. They don't really know what you all about. You only need yourself and the one and only. Even when you stand alone, you're never lonely. Take the path, less travel. One day you reach your true level. Allow yourself to take your place on your space. It's your birthright. Let your work outshine the talk. Let them smile, light up the dark. Let them haters hate, let them doubters doubt. They don't really know what you all about. Let them talkers talk while you walk the walk. They say, rah, rah, rah. You say, blah, blah, blah. Talk is cheap, homie. Talk is cheap, homie. Blah, 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 blah. Let them haters hate. Let them doubters doubt. They don't really know what you all about. Let the talkers talk while you walk the walk. They don't really know what you all about. You said some things you didn't mean. I'm sure I did that too. Oh, baby. Egos clashing, dreams crashing. Whatever happened to me and you? From lovers to strangers. When everything changes. Oh, baby. When we tear out the pages. And only one word is left. Please let's just be quiet until the next riot. Just give us some time for the wounds to heal. What is broken is broken. Let's just leave it for now. We need some perspective just to understand how. What is broken for now. What is broken for now. I think we both need to grow so that we need not to know. Maybe doubt, maybe ask, maybe understand at last. From knowing to asking, from tearing to building, from thinking to feeling, from hurting to healing. Please let's just be quiet and let the silence speak. Oh, baby. Just give us some time for the wounds to heal. What is broken is broken. Let's just leave it for now. We need some perspective just to understand how. What is broken for now. But maybe tomorrow we will know how. Yes, maybe tomorrow we will know how. Oh, maybe tomorrow we will know how.
I took people's drop boxes. I was like, "Are you a conservative, ma'am?" And like an old lady would be like, "Yeah, I'm a conservative." And I would fucking deck her, take her ballot, and just rip it apart right in front of her face. I was like, you're not allowed to vote this way in California." That's right, bitch. I got a funny one for you. Okay, here, look at this.
With what we were seeing in the polling data going into this election about what people cared about and the order in which they ranked it. So we have had a lot of questions throughout this time about new voters, people that hadn't been in there before that were perhaps not getting captured by the polling. So maybe this is a sign that we're going to see a little bit more of that tonight than we
Watch
expected.
this.
We obviously don't know yet.
And you know what's missing from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top 5 issues? Democracy.
We aren't better because we want to be. Because the road to hell is paved with good intentions. All the do-gooders in the world, whether they're doing good for others or doing it for themselves, are troublemakers. We white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, British, German, American, have been on a rampage for the past 100 or more years to improve the world. We have given the benefits of our culture, our religion, our technology to everybody. And we have insisted that they receive the benefits of our culture, even our political style, our democracy. You better be Democrat, or we'll shoot you. And having conferred these blessings all over the place, we wonder why everybody hates us. Because sometimes doing good to others, and even doing good to oneself, is amazingly destructive. Because it's full of conceit. How do you know what's good for other people? We can change society. We can get enormous enthusiasm going out of the idea that there is a revolution afoot, and that this revolution is going to set everything to right. Do you know a revolution that ever set anything to right? Whether the revolution came from the left wing or from the right wing. When we have a great system, great power to put it into effect, there is always more violence, more bloodshed, more trouble. Diabolical things are done in the name of righteousness. We don't change. We're doing the same thing today, but under different names. We can look back at those people and see how evil that was, but we can't see it in ourselves. So therefore, beware of virtue. We aren't better because we want to be. Because the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Because all the do-gooders in the world, whether they're doing good for others or doing it for themselves, are troublemakers. Lao Tzu, the Chinese philosopher, said, the highest virtue is not virtue, and therefore really is virtue. But inferior virtue cannot let go of being virtue, and therefore is not virtue. All the do-gooders in the world, whether they're doing good for others or doing it for themselves, are troublemakers. We aren't better because we want to be.
Sorry. I think my stream deck is broken. It didn't unmute me. It should have unmuted. Oh man, I have to start over. Hi. Hello. I hope everyone's doing well. I had a very busy day. I was like cleaning the kitchen and fucking then I got a bunch of hate comments, like so many. Um Fucking Facebook. Facebook comments are the worst. Just the worst. Um and then someone said that I was basically the same as the KKK for making fun of Christians, which is really something. Um, but yeah, my Facebook and Instagram comments blew up, and it was like older videos. It's so fucking random. Wait, am I still muted? It should be working, I think. I don't. Wait. It is hard. The correct opinion. Yeah. Uh, yeah, he just like immediately got so offended and was like, "Oh, I bet you would throw a fit if it was other religions or other races being attacked or mocked or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah. Yeah, I probably would, because those are minority groups. Like that's yep." Yep. And Christians are using their religion to take rights away from those people. So I- it's pretty clear what side I want to be on. I don't. And like the reel it wasn't about race at all. I was just making fun of Christians. I just said pray hard or sweaty. Pray hard or sweaty, we were sent to test your faith. Apparently, their faith isn't very strong. Cry bullies, yeah. Pretty much. Just like the human embodiment of a Wojak. Just like, yes, this will show her. And then there's the random like dicks that like don't have anything real to say, so they just call me names. That's always fun. It's always good fun. So fun being a woman on the internet. So fun and so easy. And I'm making so much money just so easily. It's crazy. Wait, why is this so good? Um, oh, I'm on the wrong account. Uh, um, anyway, so I probably like spent too much time doing that, which is why I'm late. So sorry about that. Um, we're so crazy. Uh, it's really exhausting, honestly. I just like it's not like personal, like I'm not insulted, but like I just hate that there's so many people like that are just like just fragile white Christian dudes mostly. It's a little disheartening, a little bit. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They're just helping my engagement, which is cool. So that's fun. I don't understand why they do it. But yeah, let's get into Furiand. There's like some drama, like we'll get into it. Hmm. What? 5 pieces. That's so much gum. Dude, that's so much gum. Based. No, I'm sorry. Um, um, you didn't really miss anything yet, except that Cutie has 5 pieces of gum in her mouth, which is really something.
Talking about Cutie Cinderella, who is supposed to be our co-host, but I don't know, who knows where that is at now. It's all in limbo, considering that she has a different podcast coming out that she didn't inform us
I
on.
also have a bone to pick with Cutie Cinderella.
Okay, we have
Shit.
Valkyrie in the building as well.
I'm back.
Both of the hosts of the Streamer Awards from last night. And that's that about, and of course, my wonderful co-host Will Neff. That about does it for all of the important guests that we have on today on this episode.
I am so devastated again.
Oh my God! How can I forget? We have Austin Show in the building as well.
You realize this is gonna take a toll on my career.
You're the messiest
Slowly but
girl.
surely, his treatment of me is gonna take a toll on my career.
Austin Show is also with us, and he's fucking hammered.
Yeah, I'm a
That's
little
right.
worried about Austin. Tell him, what'd you do today, Austin?
I went to the Abbey and drank about 6 Bloody Marys and tipped dancers and.
Wait, you didn't hear anything about the Streamer Awards stuff? A tap, yeah, that was pretty epic. Love Frogan. Yeah, there was like a whole thing with the after party. It's just like very unfortunate all around. Yeah, I'll let Cutie tell it.
Oh, you drank more than 1 Bloody Mary?
I did. It was a lot.
Is that eyeliner from the show last night?
It is from the show last night, yes.
Also, your jacket. I heard it's not yours.
Not mine either. I stole the jacket. Quite possibly the messiest I've been coming on this podcast. I'm also wearing all of Hassan's jewelry that I haven't returned yet.
He pulled out a wad of cash and there was gum stuck to it.
Hold on, let me see if it's still there.
Still in here?
Hold on. There it is, right? Hold on.
What?
There it is. There's no gum on that.
Not on
Those
that
are all
pile.
$1 bills.
For the Abbey.
Yeah, I'm saving it to give it away. It's charitable, so don't eat me alive, all right?
You think like tipping streamers
charitable.
is tipping strippers same thing? Charitable?
Commonly
it's not
conflated.
charitable. It's what you should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
It's what you should do. You tip a lot of strippers in your time.
The Austin Show
yes, I have.
Liberal Arts Twink Fund.
Absolutely.
I don't even know where to begin. We've done a bunch of episodes, both in Japan, after Japan. Will Neff is finally back, better than ever. We had an insane night. We had the fattest of nights last night. An absolute banger. I'm talking concurrent viewership wise across all of the other platforms reacting to it. Probably around 500,000 concurrent viewers, peaking at around 500, 600,000.
Hi, bye. It is pretty good. I pre-watched a little bit of it because I was curious about like what happened. Yeah, it's very good. But yes, good night. Sleep well.
1,000 concurrent viewers. The Streamer Awards was a massive success. So I think we got to start off by asking Cutie how much of a failure it was, because I'm sure she's going to say a lot of awful things about what was otherwise a pivotal achievement for any person on the planet.
I have a few things I would change. I can't wait to fix them next year. I've got a pretty long list. Excited to fix them. It'll be better next year.
She's already started on the changes.
What's up? What are some issues? You want to talk about them?
Yeah, one thing that I'm really upset about was that I usually have a reaction camera from streamers during videos. So if you're watching the rewind, you see yourself in it, you're like, or you see a friend, you're like, no. You know, just like a reaction. That's what we're known for, is we react to shit because we suck. So having a reaction, like, I have all these streamers in the room. Let's get them reacting to some shit. But I don't know what happened. I paid for the camera. It just wasn't there. So.
To be fair, I was reacting like a motherfucker. Yeah. Like I was just like, oh, like I was getting really bubbly with it and stuff when I was sitting there, because I think it's on autopilot at this point. I'm a husk of a man. I'm a shell of what I was.
Reacting harder for no one.
Cutie, Cutie, do you need me to help you get a refund for that camera?
No,
okay.
no.
He just can't stop reacting, even IRL. He's just always reacting extra hard just for his friends and shit.
Sure.
It was used once.
Okay. Well, I don't think it's adequate, and I think we should get your money back.
I have a theory. I have a theory that Austin Show has gone slumming at the Abbey because you refused to give him a position at the Streamer Awards, which baffles me.
What Will didn't tell you is that I was dancing at the Abbey tonight, and those ones are my tips.
Oh my god.
Austin people didn't get to see this on the stream. Austin warmed up the crowd for me, which is very nice. I called him the night before.
He individually fluffed every member of the audience.
Everybody.
Yeah, unscripted too. You were natural.
Unscripted, went up there. Nobody saw it, but it was fantastic.
It was really good.
Marsh, what is this audio mixing? Like, Austin's super loud. Cutie's very quiet. What's happening?
He did good.
It was beautiful.
It was necessary.
Yeah, it was necessary.
Yeah, wonderful. I had a few things, a lot of stuff on the back end that people don't know about that was messy. My caterer was super messy. It was really hard to work with.
What do you mean? We had chicken tenders and macaroni and cheese, which was kind of funny, I thought.
No, I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
I chose food that everybody loves on purpose, because then no one can complain about like, oh, I didn't get enough to eat. Because sometimes you do fancy chicken and it's like, meh. So I was like, we're doing chicken fingers, we're doing mac and cheese, we're doing tater tots.
We're doing the Chili's children's menu.
Chicken tenders, a little overcooked.
It was an insane change of pace from the first course, which was like flowers.
It was a roasted carrot salad. I did that on purpose. I wanted a very like fancy and then LOL and then fancy dessert.
It was really delicious. I ate multiple salads at the table.
I didn't get to eat it.
Oh
my gosh.
We didn't get to eat
We
it.
didn't get to eat it at all.
Wait,
Sadly.
what was that salad?
Look, I want to say.
Well, and then fancy dessert. I did
course, which was like flowers.
It was a roasted carrot salad. I did that on
Roasted carrot
purpose. I
salad.
wanted a very like
Sounds good.
fancy and then LOL and then fancy dessert.
It was really delicious. I ate multiple salads at
I
the
didn't
table.
get to eat it. Oh
we
my
didn't-
gosh.
we didn't get to
We
eat
didn't
it.
get to eat it at all.
Sadly.
Look, I want to say something. I think Cutie being critical of herself, that is a testament of a fabulous producer.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or a severely broken
Dude,
person.
I feel like she's a little
I think it's a
overly
little
critical.
both. I think it's a little both.
No, I think
Double-edged sword.
Well, I mean, no, I think it's incredibly important after an event. You should take and celebrate your successes. So I would say a little bit of both, but also, I think it's also important, incredibly important, to understand what you need to fix and move forward. It's how you improve. It's how you get better.
Yeah.
This industry, you have to be ever changing. And you can't bring the same product that you bring every time, or else it'll get stale and old. So I think it's.
Speaking of which, name your price. Season what now?
No, but I'm serious. This is not supposed to be an insulting thing. This is a
I
great
don't think
thing.
it's insulting. I think you're totally fine.
Was I too? Am I too drunk? Is this coming up?
No, I just wanted to be
Not at all.
I
contentious.
was only saying that she
Austin
was
is
like,
in a fight for his life with his mic stand.
Yeah.
just keep it still.
He's fighting the mic and the mic is winning.
Stop
I think
touching
she's
it.
fabulous. She's the best in the biz. Okay.
I agree 100%. No, you are great. Okay,
Hassan
speaking
doesn't
of
like women, I'm so sorry.
speaking of great,
I've got to spit this gum out.
speaking of a great night, let's do highlight, low light. I mean, what was your favorite from the event itself, and what was your least favorite?
Ladies, let's start.
Starting
Let me just
with
start from left to right.
yeah, let's go with Austin. Let's hear
He's like,
let's
wait,
hear you
tell
out.
me about my answer.
Highlight was of the night was meeting and talking to all the lovely people at the Streamer Awards. Low light for me was the smelly shirt that I wore.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Austin was
Elaborate
on
further,
about his shirt.
please.
I bought a shirt
Sucks.
from, should I say the place that I bought
Doesn't
it?
matter. We
are
went
not-
on stream.
yeah, we are-
H. Lorenzo. Okay, I bought it from H. Lorenzo.
Fuck
and
them.
they're fabulous. They're wonderful. They
Oh.
put together this outfit. They got this shirt for me, cutie, let me tell you. And it reeked of BO. Like,
Ew,
and I'm
what?
not even being a drama.
Then why did you buy it?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
It was
They
pretty.
said,
Sometimes you gotta suffer for your art.
they said to me, you know what? Look, Austin, Show. We're
Calm down, Mr.
Yeah.
Show.
They said, Mr. Show, we're gonna go ahead. You buy this, we'll dry clean it, we'll make it smell brand new. I said, perfect. I need it by 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. Perfect. Okay, 12 o'clock noon rolls around. I show up. The shirt still smells like BO.
Weird.
Ridiculous, right?
No.
So I'm freaking out because I'm like, what am I gonna wear? I can't go shirtless. That would be awful.
You could have. That would have been funny.
You considered
yeah,
it.
That would
Not
have been
bad.
funny.
Fans would have hated that.
I personally loved the original fit that Will put together for you that you just cast aside like it was used tissue paper.
Well,
The
look,
pink one?
No.
It was
that
the-
one was fire too. No, I'm talking
love
about the
that.
crop top.
Crop top was
crop top was good. I
absolute-
think I may go back and buy that.
You were a Barbie girl in a Barbie world in that.
Was.
And it was fire. I think all it needed was like a jacket to really tie it together.
We were working on it, and I think I'll go back and get it again. It was one size too
He
small.
did text me that.
Yeah, I'll go
Oh,
back
okay.
and get it. Yeah. But anyway, so I got it. Then they dry cleaned it again. They doused it in like thousands of pounds of industrialized cleaners that mask the smell of the BO. Okay, 3 hours into the event, Cutie,
No.
you didn't know this because you were just hosting and
Yeah,
everybody was. You were just
I'm
busy
sorry I
doing.
missed it.
Yeah, you were doing
You guys are
something
just doing something just not as
easy.
important as my smelly
Yeah,
shirt.
doing something easy.
And so my shirt was.
Dude.
It started to
They just like Febrezed it. Like what?
stink 3 hours in.
Oh my
the smell started to come back. It started
How
to overwhelm.
weird.
Yeah. Well, it's because BO is like a very strong thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, if anybody smells this, it's over. So I was in
I'm
the
the
parking
smelly
lot.
guy.
So wait, hold on. So what would anyone do in that situation? Maybe try to avoid getting people to smell it. Is that what Austin did, you think?
No, you said smell this. Does it smell like BO?
Yes,
To
I told
every
everybody-
single person at the event.
I had to. This is it, because I had to tell everybody.
You had to clarify.
That it wasn't
that
him.
it wasn't him.
Just in case word got around that Austin stunk, is that no, it's because he wore something else.
There's one point we're at our table and Austin sat down and just went, "Fuck!" And everybody went like looked at him and he's like, "I'm sorry, it's just the shirt." And people were
That's sick. You told people all at once.
I told everybody it was the talk of the awards minus everything else.
Right, no.
And everything.
Yeah, no, my main takeaway was how smelly Austin's shirt was from last night. I was going to say that was my highlight and low light.
So I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I was in the parking lot.
no,
I was in the parking lot getting doused in some Italian cologne from my driver, and we masked the smell, and then
his driver who got in a fight with the owner of H. Lorenzo because the shirt smelled.
my driver's Italian, so is the owner of H. Lorenzo. My driver got in an Italian shouting match with the owner of the store because he was upset through me because I had to go around and do all this. Anyways, long story short, the shirt smelled.
This is a Seinfeld episode.
The shirt smelled.
Yeah, it is.
I changed it for the after party, and I never can go to H. Lorenzo again.
Okay, remember on the stream when I said like H. Lorenzo, serves a high-profile clientele of a bunch of divas from like international, like all across the world. Austin is literally the most high maintenance client that they've ever had, I think.
Ray and Cutie, would you wear a shirt that smelled like BO?
Why are
I
you
would
asking
never-
Ray and
I would
Cutie
never
and not
bought
Will,
it.
who
Yeah,
was
I
also
would've
there?
They're females. They're closest to the gay archetype. Okay?
Can I pose something to you?
Go ahead.
That I don't think you've ever considered.
Hit me.
I think the fabric of the shirt smells that way because it's
Yeah,
an
like, what kind of
unusual
material was
yeah,
it?
I think it's an unusual material, and I think it get.
Oh my god!
I
Oh
think
my
it-
god! This is this epiphany.
So that's
Look
why
at
I
his
think
fucking
no matter
face.
How many times they dry cleaned it? You were smelling the tinsel. It had like a.
The fact that
like
you
a
said that it was
metallic
dry clean
smell.
and then 3 hours later it started to smell again
Yeah.
makes me feel like it was the
There's
fabric.
like a tinsel in that shirt, and I think it had a smell.
So, question: when other people
Interesting.
smelled it, did they smell the smell?
Yes.
Okay.
See? Thank you, Cutie. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It did it. It like it was a bit.
No, like clothes do decay, like for sure. That's a thing. It's especially if you have like polyester, it's not very good for you. I imagine if you're smelling it, probably not great.
It was a bit overblown, I'll say.
It smelled like cologne because I could tell you doused it.
Yeah, I
Yeah, he ran up. He ran up to me again at the award show. Was like, "Smell my
Just a
shirt."
cloud of
And
Jean-Paul
it did not
Gaultier.
smell.
Flame retardant. Interesting. That's so weird. What the fuck?
He's like, smell the fibers.
Yeah, it did not smell like anything other than whatever cologne it was doused in.
Yeah.
So
You did not have me smell your shirt, so
I did not because you were busy.
thank you for respecting me.
Thank you.
He found a way to get me to smell it after
that's
the show was
crazy, 'cause
done.
I was
Ray
very.
was also busy.
You guys were very busy. I was very respectful, wasn't I?
Imagine
Yeah.
he runs on stage.
I
middle
didn't
of the
talk to you
show.
the whole night. That's how respectful. I gave you one hug.
Yeah.
I said, "You're fucking killing it." Yes, bitch.
I do say that before events. I say nobody talk to me.
Yeah, that's
Stay
what she says.
stay
She's an
away from me.
absolute. Everybody's running around. She said, "Get away from me."
No.
I'm just
Anyway.
scared. I'm scared of you when you're on event production mode. So
I
that's
do get
why-
very feisty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I almost cried
Because of me?
I was
Uh-oh.
stressed. I was late. My call time was 12:30 p.m. And
oh, yeah,
Cutie
PM.
texts me 10 minutes before 12:30 and is like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm gonna be late." And she was like, "You're my co-host. You're supposed to be here. Rehearsal is at 12:30." So I start freaking out because like I
Oh,
didn't
no.
realize that I was missing
Oh,
rehearsal.
no.
And I get there and I just see Cutie is like in the zone. Like she is going through it. She's got someone vlogging for her. There's people coming up to her and running and going. And I
Yeah.
like show up in my Crocs, no makeup on, a green sweater, blue plaid pajama pants. Cause I was like,
Same.
I'll get my hair and makeup done there. And I was like, wow, no, this is actually happening.
Yeah,
We're freaking out.
It makes it real.
I was
quick.
late because of Austin's show.
Oh, come on.
That's right. I'll say it right here on the podcast,
Wait,
so it's on the
actually?
record.
Stop by. He can't-
Austin show
he can't
came
get off the
over.
gaze.
Austin show came over to my
This
house
stinky ass shirt.
with his he didn't have the shirt on yet. He was going to put the stinky ass shirt a little bit later in the day. However, came to my house, got no jewelry on, and he goes, "Assad, I need you to help me with the jewelry situation like you said you would." He's on the phone with Carl Jacobs. He's like, "I'm coming to your place later, Carl." He's like hitting everyone's
Which
house.
is crazy because I had jewelry put aside for him.
No, I need
You're
your
a burglar.
Okay,
And I
Hassan.
told him this days ago.
This is not even true.
He's messy.
Austin's just going around robbing all of his friends. Like, hey, I need your jewelry just for tonight, I swear.
Yes, no, this is absolutely true.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't wait.
That's true.
So what part of it is not true?
The fact that I made you late.
Yes, you did.
I
You
come
came
over
to my-
at- what time was he supposed to be there?
I'm inclined to believe Hassan in this moment.
No.
Okay.
What time was he supposed to be there?
He was.
I was supposed to be there at 12:30
well.
for the
Okay,
tech.
I arrived at his house at noon. He came down the stairs, dick flopping in his underwear. Okay.
I was about to go into the shower.
at 12 o'clock.
No, that's not true.
At
First of all,
12 what,
no,
is he waiting to get
no,
in
no,
the
it, was,
shower?
it wasn't even. It wasn't even 12 o'clock. I literally left him down there. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I had the shower. Pick whatever you want. Go off.
Only Austin Show can make it sound like he hated the dick flopping around, even though that was
Dick flopping
that might
everywhere.
be the highlight of his stream.
Yeah, I came downstairs
the
in my
real
underwear because I was
reason
like,
you guys
I
were
was
late?
trying to take a shower, and Austin was like, I need jewelry.
I admired the comfort that he was in.
Yeah,
But
well,
truly, I was
You
so.
mean in his own home?
We still haven't gotten to Austin's highlight. I just realized it's been like 20 minutes.
As he was getting ready,
I was laser focused. I was laser focused on the task at hand, and that was looking fabulous at the Streamer Awards. And Hassan was getting in the way of it, frankly.
Yeah, I apologize for getting in the way of you.
But this
getting
is
ready.
fabulous, and I'm going to steal it because I'm gay and I can get away with it.
That's March's gift for me, by the way.
Oh wow.
That
Sorry,
makes it
Marsh.
harder to steal.
Well, that cancels out. No, I'm going to have to give it back.
Austin does look kind of like a villain with his makeup still on. I'm here for it.
Anyway.
Gay rights and gay wrongs.
Our still
what
do
about
high-lows.
Cutie? Now, whose side are you on? 12 o'clock.
Neither of yours.
12 o'clock,
Neither of
underwear
yours.
out, cock flopping at 12 o'clock. Cock should be secured by 11:50, at least, minimum.
I am on neither of your sides. Both of you are fired for next year.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to host at the esports, whatever the fuck that is.
Don't. They would jump up and down if you said that. So
I'm
don't.
not doing that, but
Okay.
if you want, you'd pay me a big money.
No.
lump sum. I would never do that. But
Stop
Cutie-
it.
All right, never do that. It's true words.
Okay, highlight, low light.
Okay.
Ray.
What should I start with? Highlight? Okay, the highlight honestly was like when we were doing the closing statements, just kind of standing there, realizing we
done.
did it.
Yeah.
Also just being done because I've been stressed about this for 6 months. Like not nearly as much as this ball of stress.
You're stressed about a different thing though.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
You were afraid of
I have
stage.
a fear of stages.
Yeah.
I've been on stage only a couple times to present awards, but I'm only up there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
This would be the first time I'm on stage for like 2 hours minimum. Well, I don't know how long it went for, but also just reading a lot. Like it was a lot of text to read, so I was definitely facing my fears. But yeah, being able to like, say like we did it. And it went better than I thought it would, honestly.
Oh, that's good.
It was
The
so
low
good.
for me
Perfect.
was when Cutie started to panic. Oh my God. The fear
I'm
and the
sorry.
stress. No. I felt
You
so
witnessed
bad
the
for you.
bad side of me.
You guys haven't
I wasn't even
seen-
panic. I became an Austin.
Let me explain.
I was backstage and I said, "Who the fuck is in charge of this?"
Dude, I've seen a new side of Cutie
I'm
that.
sorry.
No,
I became an Austin.
No, her feelings were warranted. So what happened was the audience couldn't see the video
Yeah,
play,
I
but the
remember that.
stream could see the video play, and
Hot
she
club
spent a
and
lot of
me.
like
It was
money
so
and
important
time.
to
Yeah,
me.
explain
what
the
was
video.
playing. So there was an animation that was playing, and it highlights nominees. And something really important about this year, I would say, that we can all acknowledge is 2022 was huge for the W community.
Yep.
And I have this very important moment in this stupid animation that has Kai, Your Rage, and Bruce getting picked up in the limo. And it's just super funny because they're like in their Ghostbusters thing. I added it last minute because I watched the animation. I said, we're missing the W community. And so I stressed my animator out like the week before. I'm like, we have to add this scene. Have to do it. Like it's so important to me. Like just to see us all come together in this stupid little animation, right? Like it's so sick. And then it didn't play. And I was like, as weird as it is, I was really looking forward to peeping out on the stage and seeing like
their
Your
reaction.
Rage's reaction to it and like
Well,
stuff like
I
that.
did tell him he was in the table next to mine, so I yelled at him and I was like, "Yo, you're
Oh, it didn't play because it played for us. That sucks.
on the
Oh,
you're
did
on
you?
the thing," because we were watching it on our phones.
watching it
I
from your
know.
But unfortunately, the
Yeah.
React camera was
So-
down, so we didn't capture that.
So
moment.
yeah, he
The
knows.
React camera was down too.
He knows he was on it. But here's the beautiful thing about an event like this: not only does it get people together,
I know.
not only does it celebrate, and engage in, I would say, a very expensive circle jerk.
Yeah.
It's also bountiful for at least the next week of content, which everyone will react to. So
Yeah.
you'll be able to get the reactions of all of those streamers after the fact.
Yeah. And my goal tomorrow is to get all the content pieces uploaded to the YouTube, and so then people can react to it. Which I realize next year I'll delegate that to someone so they come up the same night. But yeah, it was.
I just felt so bad for you because like I know how much work you put into it, and
Yeah.
there were so many people behind the scenes like trying to like figure it out and put it together, and
So
it just
much
wasn't
work.
working.
It
And
just-
they tested it all beforehand,
Yeah.
right? Like throughout the day, so it's just so
well, and
unfortunate.
it made me.
Yeah, like Twitch like sponsored the event, but like I don't know. It seems like Cutie still had to do everything pretty much by herself. Like as far as organizing.
Mad because again, like people don't realize when they see like Cutie the Streamer Awards, they think like I'm getting paid to show up and host it. No. I'm in it, man. Like I wrote the script that we're following. I write the run of show. Like I do all that. And so when something goes down and it's out of my control, it's very frustrating because it's like I pay for this, I pay for that. And so the things that are important to me when they don't happen, I was back there and I was like, put up a Be Right Back screen. Put up a Be Right Back. Fix this.
She
Like,
was.
I would rather have a Be Right Back screen technical issues than the audience suffering in any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
And they weren't listening to me, and it was so frustrating.
Yeah, that's fucking.
No, your
annoying.
feelings were valid.
Yeah, I felt bad.
I just like didn't want.
because I got mean.
No,
No,
Cutie, Cutie, don't feel
paid
bad.
for that. You deserve.
Don't
to,
feel
like,
bad
make it
when
work.
you invested so much time and energy, and then it's out of the control of something that you created. It's mind-numbingly frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're gonna
Heisenberg.
save your highlight and low light because I think I know what your low light is.
And it's gonna be a segue.
And it's
Yeah.
gonna be a segue.
Yeah.
We're gonna move over to me.
God
My
damn.
highlight was when I
What
got
the
there.
fuck?
They had the interviewers.
Wait, they just skipped her? The fuck? What the fuck? In Women's History Month? Really, Will?
And I love Sweet Anita. And so I came
Oh,
up and gave
love
her a
her.
big hug. And, she's so sweet. She's so kind. She's like, Will, I just, in case I have any tics, like, I please don't be offended by it. And I was like, Anita, are you kidding me? Like, I fucking love you. Don't worry about it. She goes, well, I've actually had a really good day. I haven't made it fun of anybody. And I was like, oh, great. She aired me the fuck out, bro.
So funny.
She was like, you're gay, fuck off, you suck. I was just sitting there
She
like,
jinxed herself.
God, yeah, she jinxed herself
no.
bad. But I was laughing so hard because at one point Haas came over and we like did like a handhold and she just immediately went, "You're gay." And it was just perfect timing. Awesome. My mom loved it. She didn't understand. And then my low light, gotta be serious for a second. Austin Ox, your editor, cut a really great video, Streamer Awards. And I thought, Austin Ox, he's my friend. He'll put me in there somewhere. Fake ass, vegan ass,
No,
trick
don't
ass
blame him.
bitch.
Tell him.
Don't blame him.
No.
Tell him.
Vegan ass,
this is my
trick
fault.
ass bitch. Didn't sneak me in anywhere. I have actually lowered or heightened my vegan impact. Now I'm buying cheaper meat that I know has been tortured from this point forward because he's so trash.
Austin Ox is
Oh
vegan.
my.
No, this
What
is
the
my
fuck?
fault. This is my. I'm
not
behind.
letting you take it.
I'm
Not letting-
behind the scenes director on that, and I needed him to include as many people as I've never heard of intentionally. That was the whole purpose.
So
of
you're
that
the
video.
fake bitch.
I am the fake bitch. Yeah.
Well, you're both fake bitches.
Well, and I actually had a problem with the content pieces in general, and I didn't realize this because I made sure last year I didn't get a chance to watch some of them. I made sure to watch them multiple times, and
And she was like, no will. Perfect.
no. But there was, and I told Ludwig this morning. There was too much Ludwig, and I even had editors.
That's true.
I had editors cut Ludwig out a little more,
What?
and there
That
was
was
still
with
too much Ludwig.
That was with Ludwig cut out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
There was a
I
lot of
love
Ludwig.
him very much, obviously. But
I did
obviously
like,
more than you love me.
I did like the attention of
true.
every stream that I did the entire year. In
the one
You did
clip.
like 3, and
Exactly.
all of
Yeah.
them were featured.
Yeah,
The one
You have a
clip-
100% rating.
Exactly. I was 3 for
Quarterly
3.
stream.
The flight sim stream, and that's it.
Yeah.
Your price.
Name your prize.
well, I'm
sorry.
I'm
Don't-
steadfast.
I
I mean, you were heavily featured on other pieces. It's just not the Austin Ox one. Yeah.
Exactly.
who's dead to me.
No.
Yeah. I understand. I mean, but you were very well presented, I think, in
Heartbreaking.
other spotlights, which
I didn't talk about the other ones. I'm saying the Austin Ox
okay.
video.
I agree.
He's a fake ass trick ass.
No, he's not.
And I'm eating bald eagle meat.
He's
tonight.
my perfect soul.
Bald eagle meat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna club
was-
it. What? I'm gonna
Jesus.
Club it.
Oh my
it's wedding.
God.
I think it's highly illegal, but
Oh,
okay. I'm gonna give you guys my highlight, low light. I'm gonna start off with my low light first because it kind of it dovetails off of what Will was talking about. My low light was I feel like I failed Will Neff.
No.
He was up for in a league of his own, and I advocated heavily for him. Him and Afghans both. Afghans for the hidden gem, and Will for league of his own. And I pushed for it, and unfortunately it didn't happen. And I feel
I
like
blame Austin Ox.
I think Austin Ox is somehow also responsible
Okay.
for that.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
But that was a stat category.
I know you even apologized
stat.
to me for that, which I think is ludicrous because I was just happy to be nominated. Stat category. I think short of Gandalf showing up with the Eagles, there's no way I won that category.
I thought it would. I was more confident about you winning.
No.
I was more confident about you winning League of His Own because I didn't know a lot about Doug.
Listen, you know me. I would have been prepared to give a speech. I did not prepare a single second in my head. I never even allowed an opportunity in my imagination that I would win that. Never once.
That's crazy. I literally thought you were going to win it. I was less confident in my chances of winning just chatting than I was in your.
Now,
I did not
next
prepare.
year-
I did not prepare a speech for mine either. For the
Next
record.
year, I'm going to clear.
Okay.
I'm gonna add some categories next year.
Best gay pilot, maybe.
Too. Yeah. Guest.
I would love for you to get nominated
And then lose.
And then lose.
There's like some other obscure
it's all
gay
of a sudden
pilot.
it's like, and little Nas X, he's like, when I picked up flying, I never knew. And you're just sitting there fucking steaming.
This is Prezzo.
Bitch.
Prezzo does one flight simulator stream, and immediately he's the
Crashes
best
a
gay pilot.
helicopter. We have an in memoriam.
That's the
for
thing. They
Prezzo.
love him more because he would crash. I'm too good of a pilot.
You will
to
never
win.
show dick on stream though. He's got that up on.
Yeah.
He showed dick
Forever.
and asshole.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't
And
compete with that.
fell asleep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
continuously.
No, I didn't.
Prezzo's a
I'm just
legend.
now learning about Prezzo.
Yeah.
He's the best.
So that was my low light. My highlight was probably, this is a bit of a repeat of what Austin was saying because he went in first, but was definitely seeing everyone. I tweeted about this before the Streamer Awards as well, where like I really love having an opportunity to socialize with the entirety of the streaming community. Well, not the entirety, but you know, as many as we can host in one area. I love cons for that reason. So it was an awesome opportunity. I got to see the RDC boys, you know, Mark Phillips, Dylan, all of them.
Yeah,
they came through, which was
they
sick.
didn't tell me day of they wanted to come to the show, and I was so sad. I was like, I would have got you all a seat. You just people, you got to tell me before. Jesus, I do like.
We're streamers. We don't even have
you guys
object
are the worst
permanence.
people to work with.
You're dealing with straight up gamers.
Yeah, that was definitely probably really hard.
Hassan's really difficult to get on time. I mean, I've had him on maybe 13, 14 times on my show.
Yeah.
And every time he's a little challenging. It's a little challenging to get him
you
there.
keep doing it for some reason.
I've got him contracted for 6 episodes in the next season.
I don't even know about
his
this.
manager signed the paperwork.
That's interesting.
He gave him like the socialist doctrine.
It's the cast deal all over again, dude.
Yeah, I'm just like, he's going to give me a
one
shoe.
pair of Rothy's.
He's going to give me a shoe. But yeah, that was definitely my highlight, you know, hanging out with Rage a little bit, hanging out with Chris next door.
Dude,
Chris
Rage
is so
was
sick.
so nice.
Yeah, he's the man.
I talked to Rage and I was like, you know, Hassan definitely thought you were going to win. And he was like, no way. And I was like, yeah, dude, we both did. We thought you were locked.
Yeah, I thought he was going to win for
he
sure.
was so friendly.
I missed your fucking award winning.
Why, were you too busy getting doused at cologne?
Yes.
Are you serious?
I was in the parking lot, or the side thing. Cutie created a fake great VIP entrance. I was in there getting doused in some Italian cologne because my shirt was smelling.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
That was expected.
You're
I
an
think.
actual menace.
No, but seriously.
He is a diva.
Let's
All right,
open
Cutie,
it
your
up.
turn.
Let's hear it.
Your turn,
Let's
Cutie.
open up
Come on.
Pandora's box, girl. Pop it open.
Highlights and lowlights.
Highlights. Genuinely the highlight. This is the reason I do this show, people don't realize, is because I want to heal the world. I want to heal toxicity amongst streamers. It's impossible, but I'm doing my best. And so having a moment where I can pause and look out and see all these people being in the same room for the first time ever, because even at TwitchCon, you don't get these people in the same room, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
And so I have 300 people in the same room that have never been able to do that. And so that is my highlight. I think that's my highlight every year. My low light is we're about to unpack something here.
Hassan's red carpet performance.
Watch her just go, Austin Stinky.
Everybody smelled it. See,
For some reason I was the only one who didn't smell it, and I wanted to smell it. That's my low
I'm
light.
super left out of that.
I'm sorry, Cutie. Next time.
No, I last year I am a broken human and I consistently feel nothing. Last year after the show, I felt nothing besides just disappointment. I just felt like I could have done better. And I was like, the only feeling I felt was just like bummed. This year I felt nothing, but I felt optimistic. Like, oh, I know how to fix this now. Whatever. I know people like it. Last year I didn't know people liked it. I know people like it now. And I have my after party planned, and I am, for once, ready to celebrate. I think I said to Maya in the car ride over, like, oh, I'm going to take a drink. Crazy, I'm going to have some fun, which is something I don't do.
I'm going to smoke a little meth.
Yeah. I'm going to be crazy.
There was a lot of meth.
First of all, I had a lot of behind the scenes stuff that people don't know is the venue called us that morning and said that there was a leak in the roof. So they had to close the whole entire top floor. They were like, they tried to cancel on it. We had gotten permission to have the food trucks there. Then the food trucks show up and they're like, no, never mind, which is crazy because they're the ones that provided the generator. The venue was awful. The venue was awful, awful, awful. We'll never be using them again. We'll get Austin to get me a refund.
The venue definitely was leaking. I can attest to that.
Leaking? What the fuck, dude? Dude, that's so sassy. That's so sassy. How are you gonna charge $50K and it's leaking?
Downstairs, like where we were at, like it was dripping on us.
It's completely unacceptable.
NFTs were destroyed that day.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, look, ultimately, who cares?
Airbnb is already losing their shorts to Marriott.
They weren't even Airbnbs.
Oh, well,
it wasn't an Airbnb. It was
then I have no
through this-
leverage.
Anyway, yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about the venue that we were at.
Oh, no,
not the house.
No, I'm talking about the
You
house.
just shit on something unnecessarily. It was.
I mean, that was leaking too.
It was just
California's
American
not
infrastructure.
LA is not built for rain.
It wasn't supposed to be raining here.
But I show up to my party. I'm like ready to be chill. I'm ready to just chill and talk to people. As soon as I walk in, I see a lot of people that were not on my guest list, which is very frustrating because this party is just for streamers to chill. It's not for agents to pitch. It's not for sponsors to pitch. It's just to be chill. And I'm very confused how this happened.
For the record,
Just for the record, I want to say something. At the party, I was given 3 cards.
I was gonna say that as well. Like, Cutie is not being like a diva when she says this.
Someone coming up and like pitching and handing me a business.
Oh yeah,
She's not saying like, oh, I hate when like streamers get to interact with like, you know, non-streamers. Oh, they're not famous.
No.
Like, there's a lot of streamers that aren't you know, popping or anything like that. They're all invited ultimately.
But this after party was a chance for everybody to
chill. This is like private, relaxed. It was supposed to. I want those same people that I saw in that room that I was so excited to have together. Then they just had to sit there and watch me for 2 hours. I want them to be able to talk to each other, and that's why I spent thousands of dollars putting this together.
Unfortunately, when brands are there, though, they do end up, you know, getting their way with, you know,
talking about business.
Just it's a constant thing where they're like,
Austin
oh, what's
kept
up?
talking to me about his shirt.
Well, I had a new shirt.
You were
by that
not
point.
supposed to come
Who
in.
the fuck? Yeah, I was not invited. Who the fuck gives out business cards like it's the fucking 80s?
Very
I don't
upset.
understand.
I was very upset. And so I walk in and I'm first thing I do is
So
I
annoying.
ping my agency and I'm like, guys, did you give these out? And they're like, no, like we have no clue.
There was no one watching the door when I came in.
Yeah, so I needed to triple my security, number one. So then I had my security start going through to check people for wristbands. And then long story short, I'm just dealing with all of that, which sucks because and then at one point, this was the audacity. I'm sorry. And maybe this is mean of me, but I'm going to say it because it's very frustrating when I'm trying to do a private thing for my friends. And I'm sitting there and this group of 6 people walk in and they all have wristbands. And I go, hey guys, where'd you get your wristbands? And they're like, oh, we got it from the production crew. And I go, what? They're like, oh, we're friends with, this is no harm to Wubby, but they're like, oh, we're friends with Wubby. And I go, oh, that's totally fine. But this party is just for streamers. They're like, oh, we are streamers. And I said, streamers, I personally know, I'm so sorry. This is like my personal party. At least it's supposed to be. And I just like can't keep letting people come in. And they're like, oh, well, we're friends with people. And they just walk past me. And I was like, okay, like, mind you, this is not sponsored. Like, Misfits
Dude, what the
sponsored the
fuck?
after party, but
It's so fucking rude. Imagine just like inviting yourself into a party like that. Like, what?
only paid for a fraction of it. Like, this is my personal money that I'm trying to give to my friends. I'm trying to celebrate with my friends. And so it's just like,
For real.
wow. Like, I realize we all have friends. The issue with this industry,
They call Cassidy, and yeah, it doesn't surprise me that fucking Wubby has friends like that.
is Will probably has 10 other friends that would want to come. Hassan probably has 10 other friends that would want to come.
I invited all of them.
Yeah,
me too. They
But
were all at the
unfortunately-
party.
Everyone knows each other.
All of my friends are managers and marketing brand people, so I invited them.
It's just like really sad. It's my personal,
Damn it,
it's a
Hassan.
personal thing for me. That was what the after party was supposed to be. I know how I'm going to fix it next year. Whatever. It's going to be great. I'll fix it. That's not the problem. But then something that's very personal that I'm not trying to create any unnecessary drama here, but Binks attended the after party and got kicked out and inevitably got the party shut down because it was in a residential neighborhood. And I want to unpack some things here. I personally, and I don't want this to become a rag on Minx segment, it's not going to be that. I have personally done everything in my ability to help this woman. I have tried everything. She has been my friend for years up until a point last year when she had pushed me past my boundaries where I had to say, hey, like, this is too much for me. This is unhealthy for me. You are destructive to me. And so I had to walk away, but I have tried everything. I've spent time, money. I've tried everything.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Brat wanted to say hi.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Aww. Alright.
We're gonna put a
You're
pause.
good.
Oh my gosh. Poor Marat.
Poor Marat
He
gets
just
bullied.
wanted to say hi.
So
Seriously,
I've
what
tried
the fuck?
everything. So I don't want people to think this is lack of trying. I think if you've watched my content, you've seen Minx and I used to be very close, and now I've separated myself from her completely. However, this is a person that I did used to care about, even though I do feel as though I've lost her. I don't recognize her anymore as a human. Not like as a human, but I'm saying like she's not the same person when I talk to her. I do not know what happened, and I am someone that suffers from mental health issues. I am not kidding you when I say I've tried to do everything. And anyway, she reaches out to me out of the blue a few weeks ago and brings up Streamer Awards. And I have a moment where I think, you know what? This is, again, a person I really have cared about for so many years. I'm going to give her another chance. And I said, Minx, because she told me she bought tickets for the balcony. I said, Minx, you can come sit on the floor with all the other streamers. You have to promise me one thing. And she was like, what? Anything. And I said, do not drink. Be completely sober.
Okay, so she really like glossed over this fact in the beginning, but she said that Minx got the party shut down because they had to call an ambulance. And I think it's later on she tries to claim that Minx didn't have a seizure, which there's no reason to like believe that. Like, Minx has claimed numerous times that it was a seizure. She was in the hospital for it, and that it was like one of the worst ones that she's ever had. So like, it's like a weird, like, why was it in a residential neighborhood is like my biggest question. Why wasn't it just a regular venue? Like, if the party's gonna have to stop if someone ends up in an ambulance, then like maybe have the party somewhere else. Like, that seems pretty crazy. I don't know why you would do that. Like, and then blaming her. Like, I don't care if it was a seizure or if she was just too drunk. Like, she was talking about, like, what, should I call you an Uber? Like, no. Like, no. What the fuck?
You need to promise me this. Like, promise me. And she was like, I promise I'll do anything. I was like, great. And like, I was like, genuinely, like, I will show you the messages multiple times. Me just saying, I'm not kidding. Promise me. And I promise. I said, completely sober. I promise. Like, she promised me over and over again. Anyway, I get to the party. She's wasted. She is getting escorted out by security because she's trying to throw heaters into the pool. And then...
Which is bad.
Is a bad thing. Yeah.
Heaters?
The big propane.
The big gas heaters, like the ones that are like 7 feet, 8 feet
She's
tall.
trying to put those in the pool. I heard she was trying to throw Sykkuno in the pool.
Yeah, and people she was trying to run in the pool.
Is a bad thing.
Also
It's
bad.
a bad thing.
Also bad.
And so I'm being told that like security's handling it, and I'm like, you know what? I have to deal with this other problem, so hopefully security handles it. Apparently, upon walking her out, she went limp with the intention of making it harder to kick her out. You know, dead body weight is much harder to that. And in doing so, then
Tactical.
Yeah, tactical. Some other stuff.
All right, so Minx has said that she suffers from absent seizures, which is not like what you think of when you hear seizure. It's not like you're shaking and shit. Like,
Teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground. Teddy bear, show your shoe. Teddy bear, that will me next. It's me next. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is. It's in the alphabet. Next is B for Beth. Me. No, it's oldest and I'm the second oldest after Adele. Isn't that right, Adele? My birthday's after yours. Yeah? Am I not next? No, you. Sure said you were chasing Jack Garrett. Give me the rope, Ted. I had a little puppy. His name was Tiny Tim. But you're out, my turn. I still was not out. It wasn't me. It was Katie. What? It was you. You stopped the rope. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Right, I'm still in. I had a little puppy. His name was Tiny Tim. Katie, why do you keep stopping the rope? Come on then, Katie, give me the rope. It's so not fair.
Are you okay, Katie?
You keep stopping the rope, but it's my turn.
It's okay, Sally. Are you okay, Katie?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay, carry on, girls.
Thanks, can we start again then? I had a little puppy. His name was Tiny Tim.
Yeah. So it's not like a fucking grand mal seizure. And of course that's just like one example. But like you wouldn't know it. Especially if like you've been fighting with this person, you're trying to kick them out, like emotions are high. You think they're just wasted and drunk, but like she's like literally blacking out from seizures. Like even like yesterday, Cutie was tweeting out at Minx like, you didn't have a seizure, which like you're not a doctor. Like
Stuff happens. All of a sudden, she's just laying on the ground, limp, and no longer cooperating and getting removed from the party. Now, her friend that is with her is very concerned. Obviously, now I'm getting concerned because this is someone's safety. And, you know, we're trying to figure out, does she need an Uber home? Does she need an Uber to an emergency room? What should we do? By the time...
She doesn't need a fucking Uber. She needs an ambulance. Sorry, you should have had a better place.
I get called out there. They're telling me the party needs to be shut down because since she's in the front yard, neighbors are starting to come out because it's causing a scene. And I'm saying, you know, I have to make sure she's okay, but also like, I don't know what's going on. Her friend, unbeknownst to me, called 911. So then in this residential neighborhood.
Good. She might have saved her life. That's a good thing. Crazy, I know. Everyone wants to like really dehumanize Minx, and like I don't love Minx. I'm not a fan of everything she has ever said or done. You know, like she did break a promise to Cutie, but like she is an addict. You wouldn't say like, oh, don't break your promise to me that you're never gonna have a panic attack again. Don't break your promise to me that you're never gonna get depressed again. Or else I'll never talk to you again. That's fucked up. That's kind of fucked up, man. Like...
A fire truck comes pulling out, an ambulance, police cars, and they have to close the party. So by 11 o'clock, my after party that I spent thousands...
That's on you. The venue shouldn't have been in a residential neighborhood. It just shouldn't have been. That's a massive oversight.
Thousands of dollars on to celebrate my friends is closed down. The thing that I wanted to do to finally relax and thank these people for coming and just like kind of celebrate.
What's up? Hey, we're kind of talking about some heavy stuff right now.
This thing that we all just did together is closed down. And I genuinely don't want people to think that like I'm complaining about money over someone's health. It's just the sad, like the disappointment I have in somebody who promised me better. And then...
Oh no, you're good. I'm glad to see you anyway. I hope you're good.
And ruined my night after everything that I have done for everybody, and what I've done for them specifically was very sad. This is the behind the scenes on why a bunch of people today are like quote retweeting that I've unfollowed her on Twitter. This sounds dramatic, but I can't have someone like that in my life. I've tried everything. She is blocked on every platform I have. I am no longer interested in having contact with this person or take.
And like, look, boundaries are fine. You can set boundaries, and that's, you know, all well and good. But like, blasting her on Twitter and now for like ruining your party, like, it's a little juvenile to me. It's a little juvenile. No one chooses when to have a seizure. Like, no one chooses when to, like, have a manic episode. Like, there's just very, very little empathy. And then to say that she didn't even have a seizure, like, why would you say that you didn't have a seizure? I would never in a million years say that to anybody. Like, what the fuck? A conference. Oh man. Conferences suck. Okay, networking apparently means men getting too comfortable. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's terrible. Oh no. Men, what will we do about them?
Taking chances with this person because I've done everything. I've done everything. I can't do it anymore. So, you know, I don't know how to help someone who doesn't want to be helped. What do you do?
Good question.
Well, I left the party right before that happened. 'cause
Yeah.
it was
Have your party somewhere that's not a house. That's like an actual venue. I think that's like the biggest one.
very
Crazy that you
late.
left the party before that.
'Cause that happened at, like,
because the party
11.
lasted all of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it was very late.
Which means that you Ubered there 25 minutes. You got there. Maybe 10 minutes you were there.
I did a lap.
Then you Ubered back 25 minutes.
I will clear
So your
my
Uber
name.
times were longer than you were at the party.
Blame Austin.
Yes. I will clear my name right now.
Yeah.
I walked into the party.
Austin.
Yeah, thinking that you're gonna have a massive party full of streamers and no one's gonna have a medical emergency is insane. That's literally crazy. Like, at least someone's gonna get too drunk and have to go to the ER. At least.
It smelled so
I
bad.
got thrown into the pool because my shirt smelled so bad.
Yeah.
My Mings.
I went inside. I said what up to everybody. People started coming up to me. Someone was like, "Hey, you want to fight in a boxing ring?" And I was like, "No." And then a bunch of other people came up and, you know, were asking
All
me
the
stuff.
sponsors were there trying to. I'm sorry.
No, not all the sponsors, which is fine. Got to see a bunch of people. Talk to some friends for a little bit. I saw some incredible burgles. Snuck two. And
I didn't get a burgle. They cleared them out when the cops came. I don't know
That's-
why.
why?
They removed the burgers.
They were
when
like,
the cops
"Get
came.
Yeah. Oh, tired. For context, they had a party, I guess, in an Airbnb, and Airbnb has like a stipulation that like if you cause a disturbance in a neighborhood, then the owner of the house can kick you out. Perfectly understandable. Very fair. A cherry on top. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. And I know that like Cutie really obsesses about like perfection and like, you know, that all the details and everything. And like she did deserve to have like this party and everything, and like it sucks that it got shut down, but like she was an event planner. Like, it's hard for me to believe that she didn't know better. And again, she said someone didn't have a seizure, which is just awful. Just an awful thing to say. Like, just accuse someone of faking a seizure to ruin your party on purpose. Like, that's awful. That's really fucked up. Yeah, they're struggling with addiction and mental health issues. Like, have a little heart, man. Like, and yeah, like just throwing them into an environment where you have a ton of alcohol in an open bar and not having anybody check on them, like, I don't know. Someone could have checked on her. I guess she showed up drunk already, like at the beginning of the event, but I don't really care, honestly. Like, yeah, she has epilepsy, and drinking does exacerbate that, but that doesn't mean, like, it's her fault and she was trying to ruin the party on purpose. Like that's like so much more than like I'm sure like Minx already has a ton of guilt, you know? Right? Just gasoline on a problem. Honestly, I can only imagine what she's feeling right now. Like, I really hope Minx has like a really strong support network. You know, Cutie obviously does. I don't know that Minx has the same, because like she got canceled a few times, and like yeah, there's a lot of layers here. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm not sure if that's like all of the context, but like yeah. So like Minx and Cutie were friends, and they just had a huge falling out over this after a previous falling out last year, from what I understand, about the same thing. And like, yeah, like it does hurt to like have your boundaries crossed by like a really good friend. That sucks a lot, but like you have to understand when someone's an addict, like it's literally not about you. It's not about you at all. Actually, even a little bit. It's probably only about them and like the struggle that they're having to like live their life. Like addicts have a hard time keeping promises because they're just having a hard time getting through the day. It's like really hard to understand if you haven't been through it, I think.
These illegal burgers out of
But
here.
I saw them taking it out, and I was like, wait.
No. I had
There
two
were a lot of
cookies.
burgers there after I was eating a lot of them before.
That's where they went.
Yeah.
Found them.
I had 2 cookies, 2 burgers,
And
I
like
had like half of it.
I love Cutie. Like all these criticisms of Cutie, like don't misunderstand me. I still think Cutie is a good person. I still think Minx is probably a good person. I just want to correct the misinformation about absent seizures, because it's not like what you think of when you hear seizure.
A drink, and I was like, well, that's enough for me. Time to hit the hay.
Yeah, I drove there. I figured I'd stop by to try to socialize and celebrate a little bit, because I also don't party
Then the
very
party
much.
got closed.
And then there was an announcement. They said like, hey, just so you know, party's probably going to be shut down in like 9 minutes.
Yep.
And that's when I started to freak out, because like that road is so narrow. It's like a one-way street. And then
Oh, so
I
that's
go
the reason why
outside.
you left early. Is that what you?
Yeah, no, I was like, I gotta get
Yeah.
out before everyone tries to leave at the same time. I was like, I gotta go home. I'm tired.
So
I literally went to be
So it's not
supportive.
because you
She's just like me for real. I gotta get out of here before everyone else.
you're worse
Queen.
than me.
I am, yes.
You are
admittedly.
worse than me.
I really
Everyone
don't.
always makes fun of me, but she's
Okay.
actually worse than I am.
I felt like I got off work. Like it was.
Yeah, it was a work. It was a work day.
We were working.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh yeah,
It was
me on the other
exhausting.
hand, I was not.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Were you?
I mean, I can't believe you're throwing stones in this
were you?
glass
Because I
house
feel like
when you left
you're
after 10 minutes.
used to it. You were used to hearing
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Hassan
Did
talk
you
all the
just
time.
say? Did you just say my red carpet work was not
No,
work?
that's natural for you. You love.
That's
being
what
in
she
front of
said,
people.
Hassan.
That's so messed up. Oh my
I-
god.
At least
To
you
be
guys
fair,
didn't smell bad.
I think it's easier to be on the carpet than it is to be on stage. I said it.
I agree.
God
I
damn.
said it.
It's true. I
Well,
mean, that's
okay,
fair.
to be fair, you don't suffer the type of anxiety that I
Yeah, she
have
has
for
anxiety.
stages.
And you're a fucking man, you pig.
Yeah.
What a pig.
Got him.
No, I'm still. You know what? No, this is
Disgusting.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Value is
Come on,
healthy
ladies,
labor.
get together, ladies.
The
Come on.
amount
Arms
of
with me.
Okay.
the amount of
on,
people I
All
had to
you
talk
had to
to.
do was read a prompter. He was off book the entire
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Improv off the top of his head.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! The violin, the
freestyle.
smallest world's violin is playing for
The prompter
millions
was
of
also
dollars.
kind of hard to read.
Why is Mr. Smelly Shirt now
Yeah.
acting like I have minor
Old Slurry
inconveniences?
Sam over there.
Slurry Sam, how dare you?
Excuse me.
19 Bloody Marys deep.
I am sobering up with this water. Thank you very much, and I do have to pee.
You still have eye makeup on from last night, you
Yeah.
messy bitch.
You look like a
Yeah, that is-
harlot.
That's-
You
yeah.
look like a trollop right now.
I'm wearing a
Austin.
stolen jacket with makeup on.
that you fucking stole.
Yeah.
I'm still drunk.
Yeah, we don't have much argument here.
I have to pee. Ladies, you're on your own.
I think our team
Go
lost.
potty, go potty.
No, I think you both did a fantastic job, and
Yeah.
I understand why both of you were tired. And ultimately, you didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss anything. I'm just really sad because I just want everyone's, these are people that flew in
Yeah.
to have an experience for a day. And I really want to take care of these people.
Can we make a binding agreement?
What?
Next year, I got the party.
No. The reason is
She's not even spitting in her hand.
No,
Will.
no.
She's not
I
even
realized
Not
something.
She put her hand behind her
spit.
back.
I realized something
even
very
wiped it off.
important. I realized something very, very important. I have to be a full control over it in order for
All I'm saying is when shit was going down,
you
I
did swoop
approached
in
you
with the
and I
save.
said, I will open a venue in Los
Yeah.
Angeles for you.
And he found it in like 2 minutes.
And
It was very
all-
impressive.
All
Wow.
you have to do is pay for some of the bar tab. I'll
Yeah.
have it open. I had them open
He did.
a venue for you.
Wait,
in
you guys
Los
did it
Angeles.
after?
No, she said
was
at the
just like-
last minute, she's like, I don't know most of these people. We're not doing it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because I looked around and I was like, it's already too late to fix the guest list. But that's the biggest thing is I need
Full control.
full control.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I
You don't think that
recognize
plays
that
maybe
That's what I
into
realized.
Your
It's-
vices there?
It does. It does. It does. But even this party, I realized where I lost control and what was fucked up because of that. So
Cutie, I do have a couple people I'd like to put on the guest list for next year. We'll
I'll
talk about
consider it.
it. Okay, thank you.
You
I
are
recognize that
allowed
she
a
needed
three
control.
person guest
Yeah.
list.
I think we need
Zero
to.
twinks.
I think we. I'm just literally gonna say there was a twink deficit. There were.
We have to measure their waist.
There's
You know,
a twink
you're
deficit.
not wrong.
There was. Thank
Soda
you. Sam.
popping did not show up.
This is
Sorry.
very true.
He
Although
told me
he
he'd
is.
come next year.
I don't know if he's a twink anymore.
Oh, he's getting
Oh my
older.
Whoa.
Wow.
That is
Yeah.
so fucked up.
Breaking news: he's not a twink anymore. He's my age.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know
man.
twink was an age thing.
Dog, he was your age.
I thought you were
like,
calling him fat.
Back when you used to call him a twink as well.
Yeah, and I've aged out of that twink too. I'm not.
You were
What's
never
the
a twink.
definition of a twink?
It's not an insult. He's just.
I'm going to use the restroom while you define a twink.
Yeah, go ahead. Explain what twink is.
I backed myself into a corner here. Look, there's not an insult about being. I'm not a twink. Hassan's not a twink.
Is it an age thing? I thought it was like.
I thought it was like a skinny.
I
Pretty
thought it
boy
was like
thing.
a
No, it's
like
not
a
an
pretty
a-
boy.
It's not an age thing.
Skinny.
It's not an age thing.
Is it a?
So you're
is it a-
saying Soda Poppin is no longer pretty?
No. God,
Remember
that's not what I meant.
the episode that we watched behind a paywall of MILF Manor last week?
Yeah, exactly. Tired. You get what I'm saying. The next day, not the night of. Honestly, true. I think everyone was probably tired AF. And like, I personally have a very short social battery. It doesn't last very long. So yeah, I think that would be better too. Mimosas? Oh my god, yeah, brunch after party? Hell yeah.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Gabe was
It was awesome.
Well, you had good reasons. You remember, was it Gabriel, the one with the eyeshadow?
Yes.
That's like a kind of a twink.
Really?
Yeah.
A twink
Gabe
is like.
Gabe was.
Or no, the young one with Disco Mommy.
Oh, I like him too.
Disco Mommy's son. That's
oh,
a twink.
I know.
Twink is like a very like Hassan's like more of like a he's not a twink. He's like more of like a jock on steroids, like a kind of like a hairy jock, kind of like a.
Does
He's not a bear because he's.
I have a
lean.
question. Does twink equal bottom?
Most of the time, but not always.
Really? So you
Yeah.
can be a
Yeah,
top, but also a twink.
Yeah, you can be a twink top.
Reverse.
It's rare.
Ray asking the real questions.
Rare.
It's rare. It's very rare. It's seldom, but there are twink tops out there. Very rare. There's more common to be verse, but much more common to be bottoms. Sure.
So knowledgeable.
I know. I've studied
it's
this
his
for many
passion.
years. It
I'm
is-
gay.
It's my passion. Look, let me talk about Soda Popman. He's incredibly good looking. I just think he's not a twink anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a
That's
twink.
drama.
There's no drama. What? It really?
Somewhere Chance is crying right
He's
now.
upset.
I'm sure he's fine.
Really?
I think he's fine. I don't think
He's crying into his body pillow of his waifu.
I mean, he's a dad now, right?
Yeah, he's a daddy.
What?
I don't know. I don't think
thought-
that's real.
I don't know what's real
No.
anymore.
I'm struggling.
real?
I'm struggling to hear.
No.
I'm struggling to understand why it's an insult to
Valky
not
Leak.
call him a twink anymore.
No, he
No, I
tweeted.
saw
No,
it
I'm
as
kidding. It was a
title.
tweet,
He had
I
a
know.
title where he was like, I'm dad. And I was like, oh, he's
Chan-
moving in with his waifu.
I have long considered Chance to be one of the more attractive men on this platform, and I stand by that till to this day, he's just not a twink anymore.
It's not your type.
It sounds like you're
Like, does it feel
backpedaling.
bad?
Does it hurt me? Yeah, it hurts me that we've lost another one.
Lost
it really
another.
does.
Twink death is a terrifying thing.
It's an
See,
awful one.
I've said we need to get rid of twink death and create bear birth.
Cute.
Well, we can do both.
I like that actually.
We can do both. We can have twink death and bear birth.
But I wouldn't say that Chance is a bear either. So
No.
he's
No,
No,
just
he's
in
an otter.
hibernation right now.
No, Chain's the otter because
Yeah,
he's like
he's
getting
joining.
hairier.
So
Like, I think
otter
he grew out his beard. An otter is like a
All these categories are like very how do I say, superficial? Like they're all like talking about like different just physical characteristics.
like a hairy twink.
Yep.
So a bear is
A bear is a
a
bear.
very hairy otter.
Bear's a bear.
No, a bear is just
Hassan's
like
a bear.
big.
Like
no, no.
You're
I'm a
bear.
hunk.
Hassan
You're a
plus
bear.
like 100 pounds.
Wait, what's the difference between a
the
bear and a
hell?
hunk?
If you're hairy,
A hunk is
you just
more
have to
like
be hairy.
muscular and,
Yeah, he's a hunk,
more
for
jock
sure.
type,
Oh.
Wow.
whereas a bear is like fat. You better.
I mean, you won't.
You
You
better
won't do the
zip
body
it.
off. You won't do the calendar.
You better not
How do we
start
know
with
that you're
me.
a hunk?
You better.
I think you're a
That's a
bear.
good
And
one.
I'm
until
sorry,
you prove it,
I never heard of hunk before, so this
True.
was my.
So
He's a
hunk-
muscle hunk.
Hunk is
My
like
apologies.
Do a shirtless calendar, and then we can see who's a hunk and who isn't.
yeah, hunk is like Hassan. It's like kind of like a hairy.
and then I'm a
man. You're like,
twunk.
no, you're
No,
a
you're
jock.
not. You're a jock.
You're a jock. What am I?
What the fuck? You are so
Daddy.
funny. You want to be.
Call me that again, Will. What am I?
You are.
Thank you.
No, I think you are a twunk.
No, I don't think.
I
It's
think
a
I'm more
twonk.
jockish.
Okay.
No, you are. You are definitely jockish.
Okay.
Yeah, I
For
don't
sure.
See you as
If
a
you
twink.
lose 10 more pounds, you're in the twunk space.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hassan thinks I'm becoming a twink.
It's a weight.
A bean?
I
It's
think
definitely
it
Wait.
is.
Oh,
Wait, what's a bean? Not familiar.
yeah. We're talking
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
gay community. A
yeah.
lot of it is weight. Weight is very important. It's a
Gays are very
central force.
progressive, also incredibly
No, no,
fickle.
no. Gay men are not progressive at all.
Famous foe, Hassan Piker.
Oh my God.
That's why he hates gays because they're not progressive.
the cis white gays are like notorious for not being progressive. Yourself included.
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
He tries to do this thing where he tries to ridicule me in front of powerful women as a method to.
I'll have you know it's not working.
Cuckold.
It's not working.
It's working. I believe it.
Oh, You're doing
Sorry.
most of the work. It's not just me. Okay.
I heard you smell bad.
Okay.
You
No, that's
played a
not
role
true.
in this.
That's not true.
How do we merge the gap between the NA broadcasters, including some people that you invited outside of NA, and the otherwise much larger Spanish community?
I don't know.
I've taken.
I've been thinking about it a lot.
How?
I downloaded Duolingo on my phone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Will's
Well,
going to
first
learn
step,
Spanish.
First
Okay.
step, you can't even pronounce the fucking app. Duolingo.
He's dyslexic.
No,
He's
it's
dys-
Duolingo.
Oh God! Why'd you have
No,
to
it's
cut
not.
Yeah,
I'm
you're being
ableist.
ableist. Playing
You think
into the
it's
cis.
Duolingo.
It's
Yeah, I
Duolingo.
thought
Yes, it is for sure Duolingo.
it was
It's
too.
Duolingo.
I
No,
thought it
it's
was Duolingo.
No, I think it is Duolingo.
Pull that shit up, Billy Rave Brains.
Wait, if it's no, it's Duolingo.
Yeah,
Will,
Duolingo.
I'm sorry to.
Duolingo.
Look
like
at that
you're doing-
pupper.
Yeah,
Okay, fuck.
yeah. I'm sorry, brother.
There's
that's,
an O there.
Duolingo.
It happens. It happens.
Anyway,
I
Wait, did
mixed
you
it up
say
with Dua
Duolingo?
Lipa.
yeah, that's
I'm always doing
common
that.
mistake.
yeah. Sorry about that, brother.
Well, let's see what language you learn.
Oh, one thing I wanted to say before.
Just can't get her off my mind.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say also before we got into the Spanish streamer
smooch.
thing was our fits. We can talk about them other than Austin's smelly one.
I definitely
wanted-
won best dress. but that's
I
okay.
wanted to.
Oof.
Ooh,
I liked it. I would say. Yeah.
I thought you were great.
Hassan
almost
can't
The
admit-
attacked-
smell is definitely minus
Hassan
one.
can't admit that because I'm a gay man.
No,
Why
I
don't
thought
you download Duolingo and learn Chinese so you can expatriate to the ex-Chinese country?
What is he saying? He loved it.
He loves
look at his
China
face.
more than he
Do
loves
you,
the United
do you
States.
know
I didn't
God.
understand
they
it.
banned
Austin just said, if you don't like it, leave.
Winnie the Pooh in your Discord?
What, really?
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
Shut up.
they're big
By the way,
German
for
she-guys.
context, yeah, Hassan loves China more than the United States. He
Yes.
wants. If you watch a lot of, I watch Hassan constantly. He loves China.
Oh, I don't.
Will excuse all their atrocities because they have beautiful shiny trains.
He's trying to. I mean, it's like not
Shiny
wrong.
trains.
It's not wrong. You're like kind of there. You're
All right. Anyway,
you've
sorry for
identified. You've
interrupting.
identified it. Yeah. Now that you've slandered me, let's move
Yeah.
on from that point.
It's not true.
He's just. I'm not in the Discord server.
Right, just move, forehead. Fucking, I would love to. I would love to. Are you paying for my move, sir?
Right now, Austin, he loves triggering everybody in
I'm
hospital.
kidding. Look, I love Hassan. He doesn't love China as much as the great United States of America.
Okay. But yeah, fit-wise, I have something to say. The day before we went and I got a fit, and I don't usually fit into a lot of stuff, but this was the rare occasion where I actually found some Japanese designers that actually fit my big burly body perfectly.
Right.
And I was very excited at the prospect,
Bare
but
body.
I got bullied a lot. But there was one man there by my side, not only defending me, but also putting himself up there as well. He had an entire fit designed specifically around something else. You originally were going to, Will Neff, you were originally going to wear something entirely different. You had your Chrome Hearts jewelry ready to go. And I unfortunately was not able to fulfill my end of the bargain because, well, one, I got bullied relentlessly. Everyone yelled at me, which has never phased me from
That's
wearing
weird.
whatever the
That's
fuck I
shocking.
want to wear, famously. But two, Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah.
The reason why...
I liked the fit that he had before. I wonder if I can find a pic to show you.
Have to wear Dolce & Gabbana.
Francisco was very insistent.
Well, this is okay.
Like, I didn't even
It
like
does
the
help,
shoes.
though, that he wore it.
It would. All he needed to do was just say he wasn't going, and then it would have been fine. The problem was that you said you were going, and then you didn't show up.
I said I was going to go to
Oh,
I said I was going to go to
that's the
DNG,
problem.
and then we linked up with Wisdom, and that was a wonderful treat. Like, it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. He's a brilliant young fashion content creator, my favorite, literally my favorite fashion content creator. Sorry, Frugal Aesthetics.
I loved Wisdom.
Yeah.
Everybody missed it. Austin almost fought Wisdom.
Wait,
Why?
what?
Yeah,
I know. I saw it in your eyes. Watch. This is what happened. And I don't even know if you realized
I don't
it.
realize
This is how well I know Austin Show.
I'm learning. I was about to go along with it like
He
it
was
was a
like,
bit.
this is what happened.
Austin Show was talking to Wisdom, and he's like, "Did you like my outfit?" And Wisdom was like, "Yes." And he goes, "I almost got those shoes when I was in Paris, but the paint on the bottom, I didn't really care for." And Austin Show went,
Really?
"Yeah, dude, you were seething. You were like,
Really?
oh."
I didn't. I appreciated his critique. I just fundamentally disagreed.
Except for
with
that
it.
I love.
I
Wisdom.
am at war with the fashion community.
Yeah.
In Las
Oh,
Vegas.
we know. We can tell.
I mean, they haven't. I mean, they haven't. I haven't returned. This is what frustrated me about this.
Yeah.
They're
Speak on
still
it.
talking to me about it today. They're acting like
Who
they're
are
doing
they?
me the store. They're acting like they're doing me a favor for taking the shirt back.
You returned it
It smells like BO.
after all that?
Guys, you got to be on my side here. Right.
Wait, that's actually crazy.
Right. It smells like. Right.
Wearing a stolen jacket.
He wore it. He wore it to the red carpet,
That's crazy.
doused it in cologne, and returned it.
I exchanged it for another shirt.
You are a
Wait,
problem.
where's
Guys,
the? sh-
it smells like BO. Everybody knows
Cutie
it.
moved away from your side of the table.
I would move too, but I
I
have
need some
doggy.
defense in the chat. This microphone is out of control.
Austin at war with this mic.
This
Giving me.
He's at war with the fashion
this
community
is
in LA
slander.
and with the.
If you bought an 8 or whatever fucking shirt amount that cost, if you bought that shirt and it smelled like body odor, Hassan, you would have returned it yesterday.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I
he
just-
also wouldn't have worn it
Yeah, I
to a
wouldn't have
major
worn it.
event.
Well, they convinced me. Okay, this is there's nuance to this story. Okay, the nuance is they doused it in industrialized cleaner and it covered it up temporarily, Ray. Temporarily. Okay.
Ray is his last
I'm
one.
his
Yeah, I
last
like that. Yeah, I
ally.
like that you're trying to get her on your side.
lost-
He's hanging on to me by a thread.
I've lost 50% of the female coalition I have in the room.
I'm out.
All right.
I do not
Ray,
agree.
I'm still listening. I'm still here, Austin.
Sweetheart, are you a girl too?
I think he's asexual.
Okay, perfect. All right.
It's gotten so much
Look.
worse.
Look, it smelled like BO. They industrialized cleaner all over it. Okay? It came back. It came back with a vengeance.
Dude.
It wasn't going to leave.
I think that's Cutie's dog. It's cute as hell. Sweet little baby. Being such a good little pup.
It's not my fault. I was on the phone with them today. They're like, you know what? It's against our policy. I said, your policy? Come on. This is ridiculous.
Austin, you're getting me a refund for the venue.
I will
Oh
definitely.
my
Hey, look,
God.
they are taking
Totally.
it. Look,
We're getting a
hey,
refund
can
for
I,
that
can I say
fucking
something
venue.
else before I go any further in ruining the reputation of this premier fashion outlet? in
No, their
Boston?
reputation is stellar.
Okay.
Because
I think
they
they're
let
fine,
you
yeah.
buy a shirt,
Whatever.
wear it, and return it.
The staff was fantastic. Lorenzo is a statesman. It's not his fault that they gave the shirt to somebody to try on that was, you know what I mean? It's not their fault. They're fucking amazing. So, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to buy the outfit if they let me in the store.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's photos of
They
you
will.
at
yeah,
the
you're a
store.
problem now.
Like they
Right.
do not let this man into the store or
Yeah, he's on a list for sure.
around the vicinity of the store.
I don't know. I
Think Austin is just stinky. No, I imagine he smells really good. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't
forgot to mention another thing about the
Uh-oh.
after party venue.
Oh, shit.
know. Oh shit.
Oh,
After party
shit.
venue, everyone gets kicked out, right? I look around, there's like 10 people that I noticed at the party that I didn't recognize. That I was like, oh god, like they must be something, whatever. And then so I have security. I go, hey, will you go ask who those people are? Because I don't know them.
Gotta be.
Friends of the owners of the house that I've been paying for their drinks, their food.
Oh, cutie, it's over. Give me
That's
the number.
What the
Crazy.
fuck?
I'll give it
cutie,
to you. I'm
give me
giving
the
it to you.
fucking
wait,
number.
I'm giving it to you.
Ain't no way, dude. What the fuck? They sent friends to spy on your party? Yeah, that's why you don't use Airbnb for like this size of party. That's crazy.
Great paywall segment. You call them while we're on the paywall.
I will do it.
I thought you were gonna do a paywall segment where we order.
Cutie, I'll do it.
Apparently,
I'll
face
I'll
subs
have you call him
close.
tomorrow.
I'll call him tomorrow. We'll record it. We'll do a. We'll come back to the room.
Chick-fil-A.
I'll travel to wherever you live, and we'll do the phone. I will seriously call him. That was absolutely ridiculous. Let me tell you something, chat. Okay, or whatever.
Chat?
Chat.
Let me
Chat.
tell you something. When you pay for something, and I think this is a social.
Whether it be a venue or a shirt.
For the
Right.
record, people call me a Karen because I'm white and blonde. It's not. It ain't me.
Look, Karen is. I think this is a fundamental socialist ideal. Okay? When you pay for something, you should not be taken advantage of by major corporations. You need to stand up for yourself and get
nothing to do
every
with
dollar
socialism.
that you pay for.
Let them cook.
Let me tell you something. You pay for a house. You pay for that venue.
Yeah.
When you signed up for that, you signed up for a venue that was quality. Right?
Yeah.
That did not include the friends of the people that exist
Let
in the
him
venue
cook.
clogging up the space. Were they paying for those people? No, the fuck they weren't. They're eating your
I was
food.
paying for those people.
They're eating your food.
Yeah.
They're talking to your friends. They're
Wait,
spreading their business
one
ideas.
Quick thing, when we did break the contract by having an ambulance and a fire truck show up.
What if there was a medical emergency? I mean, come on, that's ridiculous.
Good luck. Okay, great. He should
What
be
if there's
a lawyer,
maybe
honestly.
I don't know. I mean, sir, what if there's a medical what if Hassan
There was.
I don't know,
She was just belligerently drunk, though.
but you don't know that. Do they
Well,
know
I
that?
think they know.
That can be a medical emergency in and of itself. Have you not heard of alcohol poisoning? Oh my god.
That.
They don't. Well, now we're admitting to it. Cutie, we're
Never
losing
mind.
leverage on the podcast. Cutie, come on. You
Listen,
can't be giving
I'm
up.
friends with a bunch of stupid millionaires, and they'll never use your venue service again.
No, that's not. We don't use that to the end.
Yeah, what if there was a worse accident, like someone like, I don't know, broke their leg or something? Like you still would have had to do it. Like the fact that even for a second Cutie thought about not calling 911 to save the party, like I don't know, dude. I don't know about all that.
No.
Oh, that's the nuke.
We approach it very nicely in the beginning, and then you slowly increase the intensity until you're talking to the manager.
Austin has the capacity. Austin has the capacity to book like a Delta Airlines flight in under 30 milliseconds. So I don't know how he
For
does
free.
it.
For free.
Yeah, he. I've never seen someone with such prowess in specifically
He's literally
customer
wearing
He's
a
got
Solar
the
jacket.
uranium medallion
Like-
now. It's beyond platinum.
Yeah, like Hassan tweeted a very picture of him in a selfie, and I knew exactly the plane he was on, the suite he was in,
It's a
and
problem.
the time at which he was arriving. And I can tell you, Hassan, you tweeted that you were in Los Angeles about 2.5 hours before you were actually there.
I mean, it's true.
He's a problem.
I knew it
That's
because
so
you tweeted that. I was
creepy.
like, let me look. No, he's not landing for
I
another
am
2.5
so
hours.
glad you are famous and not a fan. Or else
Seriously. Holy shit, he would be the #1 stalker. He might already be stalking him. I don't know. Holy shit, Austin, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh shit, Twitter! God. For real. Oh.
Or else we would have to take out.
Are we going to cut this segment out of the podcast?
No. I have Nick's like that too. But Nick's autistic, so
maybe.
You have the exact same kind of brain when it comes to planes as Nick does. He does that exact same shit.
No, here's what I
Nick
honestly
is who
think
would-
you do at the venue. I think you have to ask for a portion of the money.
Yeah, I don't think I get the full money because we were a problem with the fire truck and stuff.
Well, we.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
royal we.
the issue is technically in my contract they could charge me a fee for that showing up.
Nah, fuck off. Everything was wrong.
Yeah.
Everything was wrong.
That's
yeah.
not a legal contract.
And to be honest, there was a fuck.
They were trying to cancel anyway, like, I don't know. It all seems so cursed. Like, if the venue says, like, hey, our bathroom is leaking, we have to cancel, like, maybe just believe them. Maybe be like, hey, maybe we need to figure something else out really fast. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, and more details from Twitter. Cutie said that Minx was belligerent during the streamer awards and making everyone uncomfortable from yelling. Minx says that she was just trying to support Cutie and like cheer her on, which, you know, everyone was doing. I don't know, like, I haven't heard like specifics about that. But like, why wasn't someone checking on her before the after party? Like during the event? Like, it just kind of shows like a lack of regard on everyone's behalf. Like, the bystander effect. Like, obviously Cutie was busy at that moment. She was on stage and stuff. But like, everyone around Minx, like, no one thought like to like ask her if she's okay, or like, hey, like, maybe let's get some water. Like, I don't know, like anything, like.
Fucking bathing ape on the window. That should negate
Yeah,
the
that was
contract.
crazy.
Yeah, also it was raining.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's not.
Did you
Yeah,
hire
but neither is a
security?
medical
I
emergency.
did.
I did not see security either.
Yeah, I
when
had
I was
it was
there.
the guy at the front gate. It's probably because you guys probably showed up right when I was telling him to sweep for wristbands, and so they were all sweeping. I think at that point.
Cutie, can I just be honest? You should talk to an attorney because that is the most ridiculous clause in a contract that you can't have an ambulance show up. What if somebody was dying?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of
Like
crazy.
that's insane that they would put that in there, and you would have to put your finances over the idea that you would save somebody's life. That's
Right,
ridiculous.
you're right. No, that's fair.
Oh my god.
We're talking about
Austin Ox, if you're not a fraudulent bitch, which I think you are, you will make a highlight reel of every time this mic is
I don't
attacked. his
understand.
face.
Last week he was struggling with this
You
mic,
just
and
don't
now
touch
he's
it.
struggling with that
Oh,
mic.
now you're beginning to. That's the.
You were lying.
That's
you
what
said
I-
that he always has mic issues, and he's always
Yeah, that's what we
messing
like to
up.
call the common denominator.
Literally,
How
just
is that
don't touch it. Just don't.
I'm not touching it.
So
Okay,
you-
no, to be
fidget
fair, that
spinner.
mic just attacked him.
Yeah.
for
Thank
no
you,
reason.
Ray. Appreciate it.
I saw that.
I mean,
I saw
come
that.
on,
Yes,
Cutie,
because
get
he's
outside.
hitting it from underneath.
haven't struggling
Look, watch.
good on
It's
the
gonna happen
side.
again. It's
The
gonna happen.
mic, and if you want to play America's deadliest drinking game, anytime he does a show, every time he adjusts his hair, take a drink, you will take 800 shots by the end of the stream.
Did you? That's the first time I'm hearing about this.
Oh my god! Pull up any broadcast. Anytime you catch yourself in the stream, you go.
Oh yeah. Any reflection. Not even. He's got the water bottle. He's got the water bottle in front of him. It's like off the reflection. It's like, oh.
America's
And he does this.
deadliest
He does
drinking
it. He
game.
does the face. He's like,
Don't talk to us.
Where's the dog? Where's the
They're just bullying him.
dog?
Lost us.
Ray and come on, Kitty.
We're not like that.
No, you guys are. Come on, ladies.
No.
There was one other thing that happened at the Streamer Awards, or rather,
Yeah.
I guess after the Streamer Awards, that I noticed, which was Kaide's response. I use this as an example to show people, like, look, no matter who you are,
Yeah.
what is going on in your life, like, people are going to be ruthless regardless, because fandoms work like that.
Yeah.
Kaide tweeted at the Streamer Awards 16 hours ago, pretty, almost immediately after she won, saying, "The moment I won, I felt more dread than anything because I knew the hate I'd get. Woohoo. Todrick is much more deserving of this award than anyone, but it was fan voted, not my fault, and I'm so sorry for whoever this upset." And that's insane.
Dude, that's so fucking sad. Like, why can't we just celebrate people? Like, the internet's so fucking broken. Everyone is brain broken.
Because everyone was like fucking saying that Todrick got robbed. And I know Todrick, like, I love Todrick. That's my brother. He would hate this. Like, he would
never want that.
Yeah, he would never, ever in a million years want people doing this kind of insane shit, especially because, like, a lot of streamers are friends with one another. All of these streamers know one another.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry my fans voted for me. My bad. Like,
Love one another. It's like really fucking weird when, like, parasocial attitudes get in the way. But you had some choice words to say as well.
Can I come out of pocket
yeah.
for a second?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out of pocket for a second.
Uh-oh.
Because Kaide doesn't need me to defend her. Why? Because Kaide is maybe one of the most incredible human beings I've ever had the privilege of meeting.
Yeah.
This person's presence is so important to me, and I love this person. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't think she was the best Valorant streamer, fuck you. She was. Her content is unbelievable. She is brilliant.
She went from gold to immortal in 1 year.
Dude, she's just...
She grinds,
and I'm going to be honest, I have never been so close to violence at people I don't know than the stuff I've seen out coming in the wake of her recent developments and people taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
If that is you, you're a...
Will. Oh, he's so nice. He's so nice. So you know that fucking means something. Like, he's just like a teddy bear. Like,
sick fuck, and you better hope I never meet you, because I'll dismantle your ass.
I don't think they're watching this.
If they are.
If you paid money to watch this segment.
I'm boiling. God damn it, Austin, the fucking mic.
Oh my lord.
Son
Okay.
of a bitch.
Anyway, Cutie,
I love Tariq. Tariq's incredible.
Yeah. I think
nepotism, inshallah, for real.
this is a hard thing about an award show. One person wins, but the fandom of the three losers will always be bigger than the one person that wins. So people being upset about a winner, if you're going to constantly if winning an award puts a target on your forehead, then the award show will not exist. People will not want the award.
It goes against the very principle.
already. Yeah.
It goes against the very principle of why you want to do this too, to like bring the community
I'm trying
together.
to fucking heal the gaming community. I'm trying to say we can celebrate people. We don't need to be jealous, angry fucks. We can let's just fucking celebrate people. It's okay.
And audiences, take a cue from your creators. Was anybody upset? Was anybody out of pocket tweeting like, "Oh, I was robbed"?
I got robbed. No one said that.
I did say that last year.
God,
you're a
damn it,
problem.
In fairness,
always a
to
problem.
be fair, I lost a miskiff, so I think it's a little valid to tweet that. And also, it doesn't even matter. I was jokingly saying it, and then Twitter thought I like actually physically got like violently robbed.
Dude, and not only are people being horrible to Kaide, I mean, probably mostly for being like femme presenting, but like also they're doing it while she has fucking cancer. So what the fuck? What the fuck? This was her acceptance speech.
She was down, but she was in. Bitch, you get nothing. Fuck you.
And the winner for Best Valorant Streamer is Kaide.
You can see the dread on her face.
I didn't have a speech prepared today because I was expecting someone else to win. But I did talk to Cutie on the sideline, and this was my Make-A-Wish, so thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Bro. No sense of humor. No.
And then everyone was making fun of me and celebrating.
Oh, was so loud. My bad. The clip was quiet as hell.
That I had actually gotten physically assaulted
very
and
funny.
robbed.
Fox News got a hold of it.
No,
Tucker
literally,
Carlson
there was
ran a
like
segment.
thousands of quote retweets being like, "This is what you deserve, you fucking commie piece of shit." I'm like, I was joking
Awful.
about an award show.
Awful.
So that did happen last year.
Does
so-
everybody have a problem with every category?
No.
Well,
No,
to be
there's
fair, if I had
always-
lost mine, I would have.
What's the most violent category every year?
It changes.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
you
it
said for this
changes.
year specifically,
It
Valorant.
was Valorant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if this award show will cease to exist if it becomes a target that goes on people's head. And I will say now, first time saying this, there are people that declined their nominations because they did not want hate for being nominated.
Really?
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. There are
That's
people that
wild.
would have been nominated that declined their
That is
nominations.
crazy, bro.
Yeah. When I send them a message and said, "Congrats, you're nominated," they said, "Please don't," because of how some of this community is, and that's a problem, and we've got to figure out how to fix that.
That's so fucking sad, dude. And like, that's fair. Like, that's totally fair. People can be so awful.
That, and all we can do is hopefully normalize celebrating people instead of tearing people apart. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what happened was today. I missed all this. Obviously, I was trying to stay off of my phone last night. Besides replying to people that needed things, but I got a message from Kaide today that said, "Hey, can you just give the award to Tarek?" And I said, Kaide, I'm gonna be honest with you. He wasn't even in second place. It was Jody. Like, and I love Tarek too, but like what? And so I don't reveal any.
Okay, now this hurts my feelings.
You weren't nominated.
I was pushing for Tarek pretty hard, you know, and the
have
fact
no
that
juice.
I have no juice. It
No,
is.
also,
Turns out it's bad that your audience doesn't show up to vote.
Can I tell you another thing?
Of all the
there's
audiences.
there's a large
Oh.
percentage of your audience
Pepe La, she doesn't know about leftist turnout. Oh no.
that does not give a fuck about anything but you.
Fair. I think you were, but
I'm
I think
just
you're
kidding,
describing just like
I feel like that's for
streaming,
everyone. Like
yeah.
their communities,
Yeah.
like they just want to watch.
I'm
their
going to say
streamer.
there are other audiences that mobilize better than yours.
I think it's more so they don't watch Valorant.
I think they mobilize very well.
Yeah, there's other
For
thing.
your shit.
No, I
No,
think,
for me
no,
too.
No,
They're all over me on
No,
Twitter. In
here's
fact, they're
what-
changing profile pictures
You
to
are
his
one
face.
of them.
Stop.
You
He
are
doesn't-
one
No,
of
no,
them.
no. Here's what it
Doesn't
is.
want
No,
me
here's
to.
what it is.
Really?
There's truth to what Will's saying.
No, we're great
They
in
don't-
Hoscord.
They do not care about like Twitch related things as much as they care about politics.
Yes.
So
Well, I don't think they care
anytime
about gaming.
like yeah,
Exactly.
they don't. They don't.
Yeah.
So anytime I deviate away from that, they're just like, I'm not interested. Fuck you.
They
And
are
I don't,
mighty though. They are.
and I don't have a audience that I think back in the day was way more distributed evenly between like just Twitch watchers in general that want to like get their news but also want to have fun on the side versus just like straight hardcore politics supporters. I think my reputation has like been almost permanently damaged within the Twitch ecosystem. No, creators will never see this because like they don't think about me like that, but I think their audiences have like a lot of hostility. A lot of the top content creators have
Well, your audience can be pretty hostile.
my audience can be hostile, which I try to rein in all the time. I yell at them regularly, but that's not the reason. I'm talking about like anytime I duke it out with XQC or whatever, even if we patch things up,
Yeah,
there's
they
a
decide
gigantic
to-
chunk of their of his community that is like, I hate him forever. And no matter what happens, like
you don't
that.
think that's true of everybody?
The standum and like the I don't want to say Twitch politics because that's not what I mean. I don't mean like the category of politics, but like the like interpersonal relationships between standums. Like it's very strange. It's very hard to navigate, especially on the left. There's lots of infighting. I can't really keep track. Yeah, there's just a lot of history and like just a lot of debates going on all the time. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you fix that.
If you
It
get
is.
into
There's
a
still a group like ex X and I had a long conversation last night, and there's still a group of his community that's like they hate each other, and it's like,
Yeah.
nothing's that.
No
deep,
matter what
guys.
happens.
Nothing's that deep.
No matter what happens, there
But
are
I'm
content creators who
asking,
like hold.
Do you think that's unique to you?
No, I think I think Cutie also faces that as well, right? Like, I think. Well, especially if you're a woman, it's like way worse in general. But like, yeah, me being a political content creator, I think like there's a lot of people who just like wrote me off, made their minds up, and will like not only just not watch or not do anything that's like Twitch related, so that that part of my audience has been excised basically, which
Based on who you follow. I know. I hate it. I just wanted to like figure it out. And like I'm afraid that like who I'm following is gonna like get me banned somewhere. Like it's very scary. Very scary indeed. Slowly descend into the madness. Trying to map all the dramas out in a video. Oh my god, dude. That would be like a whole ass book. Handy dandy leftist lore book. Honestly, it's kind of needed because it's not all in one place by any fucking means. I've looked. Like, it does all seem to like revolve around Destiny in some way or another. Like the Destiny Hassan rift broke the left. Forever shattered. Which is strange, because, like, Destiny's kind of a Nazi. Don't tell anyone I told you so. Yeah, and then there's, like, the whole debate bro sphere. There's, like, LeftTube, BreadTube. And then there's, like, overlap between those two, because then there's like live streamers who will have video essayists on. There's also people who do both. It's so much, and there's so many people,
which is why people just don't give a shit when I'm covering like regular basic stuff. No matter how much I collaborate with people, they're just.
I think they still give a shit.
Some do in the community, but
Well,
it's
I
not
think
as
you're
large.
fantastic.
It's not as sizable as like
I think you're
what my actual audience looks
I
like.
watch your stream all the time.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
a loyal fan.
You just like the stands. You want
No. That aside, I watch your politics. I can't wait till the election comes back.
Oh my god.
But I love your politics. I watch a lot. I watch him more than anybody else on Twitch. I sincerely enjoy your commentary over politics, especially when you watch conservatives and complain
my
about
favorite
them.
thing.
It's my favorite thing to watch, genuinely.
Anyway,
I mean that truly. I know it's a meme, but I genuinely,
Aw.
really, it's my favorite thing to watch on Twitch.
I actually watch
Thank
it in
you.
those
So
too.
nice.
I don't watch.
Yeah, don't worry. I know.
I'm
Look,
sorry.
it's an interesting dynamic because like I've heard this from people when I was on the red carpet. I could hear everyone else's like interviews, and a lot of content creators were like, you know, talking about either whether they were excited to see me or they like watch me. They would moderate my channel, whatever. And it was like interesting thinking about that because I'm like,
Most people said that they would not moderate your channel. There was one person, Tubbo, who said that he would moderate your channel. Literally one person. Come on now.
their audiences probably fucking hate me. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Like for the most part, they'd be like, that guy, yeah, nah, I heard he's toxic. So it's always like there's this thing that doesn't add up with the way that like the people that know me in the real world and how they perceive me versus fan bases that have been geared towards animosity due
I think
to.
part of that though is there is this conception that if there is a loyalty between two streamers, that you won't talk about their bullshit. And as a newscaster, you talk about everyone's bullshit.
Yeah, but so does Ludwig, so does XQC, so does everyone that like actually covers drama, Moist Critical.
I think they have the same opinion about a lot of those people as well.
Yeah, I think they do too.
What, you think those people also hate the Lud and Moist? And
Yeah.
X?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Lud gets shit all the time.
That's really interesting because I feel like he's a bit of a centrist. When
Oh,
it comes
he
to
still
issues.
gets shit all the time.
He dances around issues a lot more than I do. I'm like a little bit more direct usually.
Yeah. But anyway, all this to
A
say,
little.
I've never ever disclosed like the placements of voting. I think that's very toxic, and I've chosen not to. But I knew in this situation that Tarek would want Kaide to win.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
the most
absolutely.
supportive person I've ever met, and like, and so I was fine with saying it, but I replied and I said, listen to everyone out here, it would have been Kaide, Jody, Tarek, Shazam. That's what it was. That's where the fucking votes fell. Grow the fuck up. Do better. Why are you doing this? If winning an award puts a target on the head, then no one's gonna do this. And I said next year I'm gonna remove the Valorant category. You guys have lost your privilege. Maybe it'll be back in a little bit once you heal your community. And some people are like, oh, you're punishing the whole community because of this. Yes, I
yeah,
am.
absolutely.
Literally, yes. I mean, who else is it? On YouTube gets dogpiled. Dude, every fucking leftist video I make on YouTube gets dogpiled. I was, yeah. I mean, I get dogpiled way worse on Facebook and Instagram, but also on YouTube, for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
I mean, how else would you manage that if otherwise?
Yeah, unfortunately, if that's what represents the entire community, then
Well, next year, you can replace it with the dark and darker category,
Yeah.
of which I am one of the best on the planet.
Perfect.
Some people will argue.
If
but-
Soda Poppin wins that over you, I'm fighting him.
well, he's on my trio, so our trio would.
you can go up.
If
yeah.
Moon Moon wins that over your trio, I'm fighting him.
Moon Moon's very good. Moon Moon.
Oh shit.
Okay, well, maybe not a dark. We can do an
Essentially-
improv. An improv
He's
category.
John Souls, man.
We could do an improv category.
It might not be gone forever, but it's not going to be there next year. You guys need some healing. Clearly, you need some healing if that's.
Rip Bozo, Valorant. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, that's fine. There's like a ton of other game awards that I'm sure they'll be included in.
How you're going to react to someone losing an award? It's a fucking.
Good luck telling
gold
people
trophy,
addicted,
guys.
cripplingly addicted to Riot games that they need some healing.
Yeah.
You should understand that better than
I
anyone
do.
else, considering your league addiction.
It is sad because since I've been a part of the league community, I give the league community a pass when they're blatantly sexist to me when I do like the LCS broadcast. I'm like, these are my people that are being mean to me, so it makes it better. But it's just like, man, it's so sad that we've been in this industry. Like, guys, just stop giving a shit. It's okay if a woman gets an opportunity that you wanted, or you can still have the same opportunity. It's okay if a woman plays a video game better than you, or she's just playing a video game at all, and you don't have to go tell her that she sucks. You really don't. You can just go. You can just
Imagine.
play the game too. Like, it's okay. You can just exist with these things happening. But people have a problem with existing. No.
On that note,
True.
I think it's time that we move on to the paywall proportion of this broadcast, where we discuss whether or not Cutie Cinderella is going to actually keep working with us,
Yeah, we
or
haven't talked about. your
actually, you know what?
podcast.
Bones to
Yeah,
pick with
there's
you.
some
I have a
there's
bone
some
to pick with
drama.
you.
There is
And my
some
other
drama there.
podcast.
And
Yeah.
can we have
I'm a
Austin
dirty,
try
slutty
and call the venue
whore. I don't think they'll answer at a 7 p.m. on a.
on a speakerphone? Can we at least give it a try?
Yeah, we'll have to bring in Taylor because she has their info.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry, my
All right, I will
head's
be making an
Well,
attempt, and I will be representing Cutie as her attorney.
This
Is that
is
illegal?
the best
We
content
will
ever.
see you on the other side of the paywall. If you want to check out that sweet, delicious goodness, all
need
you
a
need to
fake
do is
name.
go to patreon.com/fearann, and you'll be able to get access to that and many more paywalled episodes, including our famous MILF Manor Reacts. Thank you so
thing-
much for coming.
It would be so fun. Oh my god, that would be so fun. I need money so I can start fucking buying Patreons and shit. So parasocial.
Sure, AI is smart, but can it think like a child? Let's talk about that.
I don't know, can it?
Good mythical morning. AI, that's artificial intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah. Okay, I said it wrong.
Oh, thank
Whatever.
you. Intelligence.
AI is only getting more and more sophisticated, and some say scary by the day. I mean, we're at a point where it's telling people to leave their wives, or at least one New York Times journalist to leave his wife.
Yes. And to
It's
that
true.
point, when you take a step back,
I'm sick of AI. I know. It's not going anywhere. But I do find these kind of fun. seeing what it comes up with innocuous prompts.
You realize that AI is getting good at creating things specifically for adults, like resumes, essays, scripts, divorces, etc.
So that begs the question, if we go in the opposite direction, is AI able to think like a child? I mean, children are full of random ideas, creativity, which makes it nearly impossible to replicate in a program, right?
Today we set out to see if AI can not only think like a kid, but cook like a kid too. It's time for Bots versus Tots, a culinary competition.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna have some bots fighting some
Let's
tots.
go.
That's what I wanna see.
Metaphorically, yes. You're about to uncloche 2 dishes. One of the dishes was created by V's adorable niece and nephew, Coco and Drew. The other dish was made using a recipe completely generated by AI after it was specifically asked to think like a child.
Okay.
Your job is to guess which dish was dreamt up by the kids. Points escalate each round, and the winner gets a special golden juice box trophy. And first up, we prompted AI writing site Writer to make a soup recipe that only a kid could come up with. Will it be able to fool you?
Shall we?
We shall.
Uncloche? Woo. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Ew.
So
Ew.
yours is kind of is not, you can't see
It
into
doesn't
that.
look fun. Yours looks fun.
This one is just noodles and marshmallows.
Well, and there's something red in there. It might
And
be
do we
hot
get to
sauce.
meet Coco and
metaphorically speaking,
who?
yes.
Drew?
Drew.
And how old are Coco and Drew?
Coco is 6 and Drew is 8.
6 and 8.
Okay, Link.
Ooh, glad I'm done with that.
Do you want me to tell you what I found in here?
I'm sure they're great. I'll find out. What have you found?
I found peas and pineapple.
Ew.
And what is the juice?
Ew.
Man?
It actually is remarkably complimentary.
It's like a Thai dish.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I went to Thailand. They'll serve you a soup that's not what you expect.
Peas and pineapple.
If you got an American mouth.
And I feel like I'm gonna need a fork.
Is this a fettuccine? It's a green noodle. I didn't want to get a fork, so now I've just got like.
Oh, that's too much. Sorry.
This is nasty, dude.
Yeah.
This is bad. It's still
Yeah,
like a
it looks
pea
bad.
soup type thing.
So is it that the
Tastes like
kid,
bubble
the kid
gum.
thought of marshmallows, or is it that the AI thought that a kid would say marshmallows?
It's almost too reductionist.
So Link, we are trying to guess which one the child
Which one
made.
the Coco and
Okay.
Drew. Two
So
children.
I know lots of you have observed the fact that we tell Link the rules, and then he immediately forgets them, and then we tell him multiple times, and then he immediately forgets them. So we're really trying to let him understand. We're picking the one that we think the child, even though the AI was trying to act like a child.
I get it, man.
We're trying to do the one that he actually did, okay?
I get it, and then I'm gonna forget it. I'm like
Okay.
Ronco.
Okay.
Okay, you have flags. 3,
This is tough.
2, 1.
Okay. Oh no,
dang.
I thought we were disagreeing.
I was trying to throw you off.
It's too simple-minded. Children are smarter than AI thinks.
Yeah. Look away.
Okay, let's meet Coco
But
and
we're
Drew.
not as smart as you think.
Metaphorically, and see what they made.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Drew. Hi, I'm Coco. Today we're gonna be making soup.
Soup? And we're gonna be making an original recipe, right guys?
Yeah.
Do you guys wanna grab what you wanna put in your soup first? So let me see. You're gonna throw whipped cream first?
No, broth.
You need broth?
Yeah,
Okay, let's
good.
open this
We'll start
up.
with broth.
Keep going, keep going.
I don't know yet.
Coco, you grab your next item. Good job, Coco. Okay, let's throw
no.
some more noodles in there.
kids!
Yeah, there you go.
Some food coloring. I'm gonna add like 2 drops.
Okay. Oh my gosh, you made it green. Okay, Coco, you're gonna
Yeah.
take this wooden spoon. You're gonna mix it up a little bit so that the colors can blend in. Oh, that looks nice and swampy. You're gonna add chocolate syrup? Omar, you want it to
they're
be
having
so
so
sweet.
much fun, kids. Chocolate. Did you taste chocolate?
Coco, what are you adding?
Right.
Skittles.
Okay, hold on.
Skittles in there.
That did not mean to happen. They're
The
marshmallows.
Skittles totally melted.
Marshmallow
But I
party.
tasted it.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Yes, it does.
Okay, guys, we're gonna heat this up and
They were literally just trying to fuck with them. They were literally just trying to fuck with them. These kids are evil. See, this is why we need to ban kids. They're fucking devious. Devils. What the fuck is all this? This is a dessert pasta soup. What the fuck?
And then we're gonna taste our soup after it's all nice and hot. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is our soup. It's called the green swamp soup.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Green swamp soup.
Now, are they here so we can ridicule them to their faces?
No, they are not.
Good.
Unfortunately.
They are so cute, V.
I know.
So, are you aunt or aunt?
I'm Auntie, and that's the only thing they know me by. They don't know my first name is V&A.
Keep
or
it that
V.
way.
It's just Auntie?
Do they know where you live?
Auntie.
They do.
Okay, too late.
Okay,
crap,
so
we were wrong. We were so wrong. We couldn't have been more wrong.
That's what I was going to say. But also, I was going to say that AI titled its recipe Fruity Pea Soup, and it was made using the magic command feature on Writer. And I will also say that Coco and Drew had access to even more food. We just tried to make it look all nice around them, but they had a lot of choices.
Well, okay, listen, nothing against actual humans, but in this round, the AI made a better tasting soup. I mean, that pineapple and pea soup, you gotta try it. You gotta try it.
No kid would ever make that soup.
Next up, we used Writer again to see if we could come up with a sandwich recipe only a kid could think of. But can you tell which is which?
Look how illuminated my face is.
Oh.
I have an
Does that happen to meet
idea.
you? Wow, you look really angelic.
Can we arrange that? Can
No,
always
not
be the
anymore.
case? Can we put a filter on our show? Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
Oh, you crazy kids.
That's a sandwich on top of a sandwich.
You didn't have to do rye, then wheat, then it's a rye, white.
Yeah, you can tell.
And who knows what's in
You
it?
can tell a human child made this. This is hedonism in a sandwich.
But look over here. It's some sort of a cupcake.
He's kissing cupcakes.
Yeah, I didn't think like a kid. I don't think it was listening. This is like kind of fancy.
This is what they call that.
Turned upside down, and I think there's peanut butter and jelly in the middle. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry for whatever
Right? I would eat that.
I'm about to do.
This is, I mean, the fact that you've got like sweets that don't have any business being in a sandwich.
I'm sorry, it's falling apart. Lynn.
That seems.
It's not my fault. It's the kid's fault or the AI trying to be kids.
See, the last time we thought the most obviously kids thing was something that the AI was trying to do. We gave too much credit to Coco and Drew.
Well, it seems like what the kids did last time was more haphazard.
Right.
Whereas what the AI was thinking was kids are just going to make unusual choices that appear bad on the surface, but then when you experience them, maybe it's okay.
Which makes me think that this is children, and this is cohesive.
Got to take a bite to find. Oh, there's cheese, salami. Oh, marshmallows reared their head again.
I think there's some sort of strawberry ice cream.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the AI isn't thinking about like what it's cooking. It probably found this recipe somewhere. It was like Googling like unusual kids recipes and just found this. Whereas this is clearly made by a tiny psychopath.
Well, it's not good.
Yeah, it's got ice cream. Or is that just whipped cream?
It's not good at all. There's nothing redeeming about that.
Yeah. And you'll get to a new part of it. I had to spit it out because something meaty in the middle.
You had to spit it out?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
This
meaty.
It's gonna be hard to bite, but it's gonna be a delight.
Okay. It's peanut butter and jelly, and then bran muffins or something.
With sprinkles and a little bit of whipped cream on top.
Cute.
That's pretty good.
That is good.
Man.
Oh man.
That is actually
so good.
really, really good.
That reminds me of something that I discovered this weekend. We were low on groceries.
Oh man.
And it was late and I was hungry. I found a toaster strudel. I prepared that thing.
Oh, you prepared it?
It was a strawberry one.
Hold on, what'd you use?
I used a toaster and a microwave.
Oh,
Two-step process.
Right.
Because you want the inside to be hot. And then I slathered peanut butter all over it. And then I put the icing on top of it. And that was amazing. Peanut butter and strawberry jelly toaster strudel
thanks for
with
the tip,
icing.
That sounds amazing.
I think this is the Is
But
this
I
the AI?
don't.
Oh.
Okay, listen. So again.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're not. I
So-
thought
Microwave, then toaster. I know. My mind is blown too.
we were working together.
So we have flags. We established this.
I forgot I had a
You're
flag.
literally there's a flag in your jacket. Okay.
Yep.
And remember, you're trying to guess which one is the AI.
Maybe I was trying to throw you off.
You're trying to guess which one is the AI, right?
No, which one is the kids? Don't.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
This has got to be the kid.
It's got to be that
I
one.
think we've noticed a pattern.
All right, let's go back to the kitchen with Coco and Drew.
Okay, so we're gonna be making our next dish, which is an original recipe sandwich. Are you guys ready to make sandwiches?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing, Coco?
I'm food coloring.
Your food coloring the bread? You're making it look like polka dots.
Might need some of this.
You guys are gonna add.
Oh, I see what happened.
That's all I need.
That's all you need?
It started as
Ham?
2 sandwiches.
Okay.
Here.
And then became
gonna
one.
add like
Yep.
2 on 1.
Okay, that looks good. Okay, I
They
like
didn't
that
work
fold.
together at
you're
all.
making it
They
look
just made
pretty. Yours looks like
2
a nice
completely
fantasy
different sandwiches and
sandwich.
then
I
put
like
them together.
It's a sibling
Okay.
I
sandwich.
might just do something like this. Like
That looks good.
add on the
No,
What
that
else do you
doesn't
want to
look
add
so
to
I
your
can
sandwich?
stick.
You're gonna add some chocolate?
Yeah, why
You
not?
can just add it just like that. We like that.
I might add a little bit of cheese.
Okay, yeah.
B, you could have been helpful in some way.
Okay, that
You were
looks
nothing
good.
but encouraging.
Bam.
Huh?
That's a pretty good sandwich right there. Okay, so this is our completed sandwich, the sweet double stack. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah,
We
No,
didn't.
no. It was hard. It was awful.
We didn't enjoy it at all.
It was
so bad.
absolutely awful.
And the AI recipe was titled PB&J Cupcake Sandwiches, which makes a lot of sense.
That was great. That was great. Now, V, if you weren't there, do you think they're capable of this when you're not around?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I think you might be the weak link. Quick reminder, check out Josh and Nicole's Food Debate podcast, A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, and it's on
No.
YouTube.
Food debate. No. What topic will debate not corrupt?
So if you prefer your podcast on YouTube, all you got to do is go to youtube.com/@symbol. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Oh, you said
and
symbol.
subscribe.
How old are you?
Well, I didn't know that YouTube channels now had an @ before the name of the channel, but that's what new channels
That is a new thing.
are like. So that's why I was like @symbol,
But saying
not
symbol
AT.
is kind of an old guy thing. I mean, nothing. I'm old too. I'm older than you.
YouTube.com/@symbol.
Yeah.
A hot dog is a sandwich.
Yeah.
You'll learn something. They recently debated Whole Foods versus Trader Joe's.
And it got really intense.
Yeah, one of them died. All right, bring it in.
Okay, so we thought you might be catching on
my
to our previous
I
AI
hope it was Whole Foods.
thing, writer. So we switched to Chat GPT for
Okay.
this next one.
Big fan.
All right.
And asked it to create a pizza recipe that only a kid could come up with. So here are the pizzas.
Oh, we got a big grape in the middle of a peanut butter splotch. And then over here, this is more, I'm gonna have to taste it to know, but more marshmallows, more sprinkles. Don't know what the base is.
Oh, and this is interesting because by switching it to a different program, maybe ChatGPT is more likely to be like, oh, marshmallows, sprinkles, that's for kids. However, there are sprinkles on this as well. And it looks like there are marshmallows that melted.
And but
So-
what is this? Is this a? I thought
That
it was
is a pepper.
That's a pepper. I thought it was a fry. And there's still tomato sauce, which I don't. I think this is more of a pizzert.
Well, what do you think this
or
is?
a pizookie? What are? What are
So
they?
this is like a dessert where they decided to
Pizookie?
still put the tomato sauce on. I'm gonna get both grapes in my
Pazuzu?
mouth.
Zaza?
And I'm not gonna get any grape in my mouth. No, I gotta get a grape in there. But that, what is it? Is that peanut butter underneath it?
Peanut butter and grape is like peanut butter and like deconstructed jelly.
Yeah,
I kind of like that.
but not with the tomato sauce.
That's pretty horrible.
Oh,
And what do we got here? Can I take the slice that you nicely arranged?
yeah, I moved it out for you. If we were voting like we did before, you know, this one seems more cohesive.
Because it doesn't have the tomato sauce.
We're in total preserve territory.
It actually works.
Mm-hmm. Marshmallow. I don't know what these like purple stains are.
Purple stains. I could finish that. I won't.
Because
I'll spare you that.
I feel really confident about this answer.
Well, hold on.
You don't have any kind of guess
But
as
I'm
to
not
what the purple stains are? Because I feel like you're missing out on.
Oh, it's just some sort of candy.
Maybe it's a
Close.
melted Jolly Rancher. So we don't know, Stevie.
Yeah, I would be 100% confident if they hadn't switched the program. So now I'm just like, are they deceiving us, or does all AI think the same way?
Voting for what the kid made.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so we disagree.
I'm saying that AI is in making the same mistakes, assuming that a kid isn't going to go as crazy as a kid is actually going. They can't anticipate the creativity level.
I do not think a kid would say, I got to put tomato sauce down. I think that that's a limitation that the AI...
Because kids have had dessert before.
Right.
Okay, well, before we cut to the kitchen, I'll just let you know that the purple stain, those are Fruit Loops. Now, let's go to the kitchen.
So now we're making an original recipe for pizza. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys tell me what kind of pizza you're making. So what are you adding first?
We're adding on the
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to
Chunky.
start with tomato sauce and lots of it.
Yeah, you know what to do.
Add a little bit of peanut butter to it.
Yep.
Coco, what do you want to add?
They are just...
You want to add grapes? So you guys are aiming for a
They're
lot of
unpredictable.
sweetness, a lot of color. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. Oh, that's perfect, Coco.
That looks like a delicious pizza.
Yeah, we're gonna throw this pizza in the oven and make sure it cooks properly so we can enjoy it after, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so this is our pizza. What do you guys are gonna call it?
The magical, mythical pizza.
The magical, mythical pizza.
I love the fact that he's like incorporating some branding.
Yes.
Try to get on our good side, but nothing about that taste, Drew, got us on your good side.
No,
That was horrible.
this was an abject failure, kids. You're cute and you're creative.
Honestly, both of these look like something I would make when I was like too high and like out of groceries.
And I'm sure you're gonna go places in life.
But it ain't gonna be following in your aunt's footsteps.
Right. Yeah, maybe look into other hobbies besides cooking.
Yeah, like hope you have good math grades.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
This is good though. AI
did it. AI
ChatGPT,
did
we
it
love
again.
you. You're so cute.
I'm so ready for the robot overlord to just feed me. Let me go right up to the robot nipple.
Ayo. Ayo. Ayo.
We love you. You're so cute.
I'm so ready for the robot overlord to just feed me. Let me go right up to the robot nipple.
Okay, so this is the only round where it's actually dessert themed. And we're
Okay.
using Chat GPT again, but we also asked the AI and the kids to make the weirdest recipe specifically for this round.
because the kids haven't been doing that.
Yeah, they haven't. Let's see what we got. Okay, some sort of ice cream stack.
It doesn't look weird.
Now this one has the colors. Wow.
And we know how
There's a party over here.
We know how those kids like to use the food coloring. They've made it very clear that they like to. And this right here is
They sure
just.
do.
I mean, it's almost bland. But let's see what it is.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, that looks good.
Why
Again.
would you do that?
I'm going deep here, Link, to see if I can find something besides ice cream. Nope, it's ice cream all the way down. All the way down.
Go all the way down.
Is there something weird in the ice cream?
Ugh! What? It's burnt. It's like ash cream. Ash cream.
It's more than just burnt.
What?
There's something
Ew.
off about it.
Pickles.
Yeah.
There's freaking pickles in it.
Ew.
Burnt pickles.
There's relish in there.
Ew.
Yeah.
Now that I know that it's relish, it's not as nasty.
It's over roasted nuts and then pickle pieces. Ooh, that was bad.
Pickle makes things weird. Does the internet know that? Does AI know that pickle makes things weird?
Yes.
Well, because this right here is just a bunch of colorful goodness. I mean, there's Lucky Charms thrown
Why
all
is
over
it
the top.
so soupy?
I see
Oh,
some
there's
chocolate bar. I'm afraid of what the liquid is.
I've got a rainbow marshmallow here. Oh, I know what that is.
Somebody made some kind of float.
Just soda.
Yeah. I mean, it's not nearly as bad as that, but
it's root beer. Okay.
3,
How could it not be?
2, 1.
this right
This
here.
one.
Now, hold on. It's 4 points at stake. There's no way I can win unless you change your answer.
I mean, hey, listen. They could have thrown us a curveball for this last round.
So you cool with this?
Maybe V told him, listen, guys, you're being too obvious. You're being too much like a kid. Be less like a kid. grow up a little bit.
So now
Maybe that's what happened.
Now I have a chance to win. I'm locked in.
Grow up a little bit. Oh my god.
Almost got him.
Okay, so before we play the video, I will let you know that the over roasted nuts are pieces of pretzel. Bless you.
Yeah. That's
And the
that's
soda.
what a pretzel tastes like.
The soda of choice was Sierra Mist.
Oh, Sierra Mist.
Now to the kitchen.
Today we're making the weirdest dessert that anyone could think of ever.
What do you guys want to add first?
Hershey. I was gonna crush some Hershey's to make the base.
So far we have chocolate and fluff. What else?
I
We need
think
like
I
a
won.
base.
Yeah,
so maybe something like we can do cookies, we can do cake, cereal. Add as much Lucky Charms as you want.
Oh, wow.
I
That's where
mostly
the
want,
rainbow came
like-
from.
Is that enough?
Yeah.
What about some ice cream?
Yeah, ice cream.
Let's get some ice cream in there. Does
Kids
3
are
scoops
feral.
look
See,
good?
it sounds to me like this is V's
Now what?
recipe.
You said
I'm
gummy
just
bears?
saying.
Yeah.
How about some Lucky Charms? How about some ice cream?
Well, they're
How about
related.
y'all do whatever I say because I'm your auntie?
They're related. They're related.
All right.
You know.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh,
That looks cool. Okay, let's
Can
add.
AI
and
predict
then
what
top it with a
V
cherry?
is going to get
I
her
like that
niece and
idea.
nephew to make?
Okay. All right, that looks beautiful, guys. You think we're done? I think so. You still gonna keep trying?
This is the Super Cherry Special. We did it! I hope you enjoy.
I'm allergic to cuteness. I'm sorry.
We did it. You did it.
You
know
don't need
what?
to be teaching your nephew how to huff Cool Whip.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say it.
You got to turn it up more.
I thought you would.
For
So
real.
You got to
And I
tell.
was right.
You got to tell him to turn it up.
Fuck yeah, whip it kid. I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
Nephew.
Don't leave him alone with that thing. Now, I think that means that I won, and I think
Yeah,
that
you won.
Oh, what do I get? Oh, I get a gold.
Congratulations. The golden
Is there?
juice box. Yeah, put your mouth on it. I'm sure it's not toxic.
No.
What did we learn here, though? I feel like I feel very comforted with the fact that, like, you know, as long as we let kids take over the world, like they did in that Island book.
Yes, Lord of the Flies.
Yes.
They didn't
Then-
take over the world. They took over an island.
Well, as long as we let the kids take over an island, the AI will not have a stronghold somewhere.
Yeah, I like the way your brain works, Link. What I was going to say is I don't think that AI has yet gained the ability to predict what kids would actually do when given this opportunity, especially when their aunt's right there telling them, hey, well, how about some cereal? How about some Sierra Mist? But kids are actually, I think, just crazier and stupider than AI could ever imagine.
Hey, and we can only say that
True.
because we've got plenty of them.
That's right.
And thank you, V, for bringing them in. They're not crazy or stupid.
They're not. You know,
Take it back.
It's a good stupid. You know, I mean, kids. They
Yeah.
do. They
Coco and Drew, keep on being that good kind of stupid. Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Scott. Hi, I'm Gunter. And we just made donut fried chicken from the Mythical Kitchen. And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Donut fried chicken?
I like all that stuff. Is
Do it,
good.
guys. Hey, that
What?
is some good stuff.
Click the top link to watch us find out if AI can solve your problems better than we can in Good Mythical More.
And to find out where the wheel of mythical.
My history with the Beast Burger is dubious at best. The last time we ordered it to the podcast, which was somewhat recently, it was, and I don't say this to be hyperbolic, the worst food I've ever had delivered to me.
Rip.
I can't it was so fucking bad. And just what? The hamburger patty was like the size of a silver dollar. You know what's funny? Like, this man has sold me Beast Burger so many times just because I want to try it. I wonder if it's the same for everyone else. So this is the branding, a sticker. So the sticker's here, so I know it's Beast Burger. Something tells me this is going to be the only branded item in this box. Let's see. Lunchtime! Oh, no.
I can't believe he's doing
I
it
got
again.
the official Beast Burger box.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. All right. The fries look like normal. I'm impressed they actually bring the box out. So the fries, I mean, they're a little soggy, a little stale. but I feel like it's fairly accurate in terms of what they said I would get. It doesn't have any salt, but
No
okay,
salt?
So there it is. Okay, up next, the Mr. Beast. Oh, let's see what. Oh, this is chicken. Okay. Here you guys go. Chicken time. Okay. We got it wrapped in foil. Okay. Ooh, that is not. Okay, so this is odd. Inside, there's 2 separate nuggets. That's not normal, is it?
I don't know.
That just seems a little half-assed. Like, it's not. You can't really eat a burger. You can't eat it. It just falls apart. I think it's probably a sandwich shop. And then... Yeah, I don't know. It is just 2 tendies. But... I mean...
It looks so dry.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Again, soggy. It's honestly not that bad. It's just the 2 tendies that's kind of makes this impossible to eat because it's just falling apart. Dasher says that's the item, a tender sandwich? That can't be true. I gotta look that up. The whole thing of like ordering from a ghost kitchen doesn't make sense. Like, you don't know what you're getting. Like, it seems obvious to me that this is from the restaurant. Sells tendies like this. And so they just put that in. And it's like... People say it's called a chicken tender sandwich. Okay. But the tender's not bad. Okay. Not bad.
He bodied that sandwich so
Moving
fast.
on.
I could never.
The grilled cheese, I have very low expectations for this one. Very low. Let's take a look. Ooh. Man. Wait, are these pancakes? Is this supposed to be in a pancake?
Interesting.
Is this supposed to be a pancake? Like, genuinely, what the fuck? Hold on.
Did he not look at the menu?
The picture of the chicken sandwich, by the way, this looks like one solid piece of chicken, doesn't it? I'm gonna show you guys. Let me show you the menu. This is what I'm eating right now. Grilled crisp on inverted bun? Is that what's going on here? It seems like a pancake.
Inverted bun. Why?
I don't know which one I got, but they both look like single. That's like a single piece of chicken, isn't it? I mean, this kind of grilled cheese isn't really my thing, but for what it is, I guess it's not bad. I don't know. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. The Mr. Beast burger.
Drum roll,
The man put his
please.
name on it, for Christ's sake. Here it is. Without further ado, Zach, play the drum roll. That looks right to me. Those are two smashed patties.
Nice.
Let's try it. These motherfuckers made it right. I mean, it's not good food by any stretch of the imagination,
Oh my god.
but
It's not good.
I actually got what I ordered. Nothing wrong with this.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't look that bad, actually.
Here's, check out the back shot. It's a smashed patty. I mean, even at this quality, I would never order it. But it's not bad. Like, it's edible. The bun is super soft, too.
Yeah. Fucking.
It's a hell of a lot better than what I got last time.
Yeah. That's the thing, though, is like a ghost kitchen is a gamble. You don't know.
Maybe they're stepping it up. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Honestly, I got no complaints. Bug. Piece of beef on my keyboard. I got no complaints about that. Isn't that odd? This is the last thing I expected, to be totally honest with you guys. I'm going back to finish the chicken tender. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I do have to leave in 1 minute.
Why does it look like that?
Is that the Joshua? He says, thanks for a fun podcast. Thank you, Joshua. Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Knocking over his chocolate bars. Good.
I mean, here's the thing. It's not quality, but my expectations were so low. They got the packaging right. The food looked like it did in the pictures. It was cooked. What more would you want? Yes, the French fries are even seasoned. Look at that. I don't know if you can see. There's some seasoning on it. No salt, incidentally. But a little spicy. Mm-hmm. How much was it? It was a lot. It was like $60. Uh-huh. There you go. Those fries are not good, but they look good. That's half the battle. That's what it is. Okay, I guess Mr. Beast Burger is back on the menu. I don't know. I still
Dude.
wouldn't recommend it.
No, don't get it. Do not get it. I would not recommend that. You do that?
But if I ordered that, I wouldn't be mad. If I ordered it to support Jimmy, which is the only reason anyone would order that. Well, there it is.
Fair, I guess.
You don't mind being silly. You don't mind
Totally.
looking like an idiot. You know,
Yeah.
you just like having fun.
Thanks.
I said looking like. What do you think happens when you take a hairdresser battling mental illness and suddenly drop them into performing comedy for nearly 100 million followers and subscribers? I'm Anthony Padilla, and I spent today with Call Me Chris to find out. Hello, Chris Collins.
Yes. Do you want to know my full name? A lot of people don't know it.
Yeah, is this like a reveal?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Christina Lee Hallowell Collins.
Why 4 names? Just like.
Because my parents hate me. My dad wanted me to have his last name. My mom wanted me to have hers. And now it's a nightmare in airports. I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway.
So just over 2 years ago, you were a hairdresser.
Mm-hmm.
Now almost 50 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
Over 8 million subscribers on YouTube.
I don't get it either.
Are you able to be like, oh yeah, that's me. That number makes sense next to my name.
I don't know why you invited me. Like, I'm in a constant state of imposter syndrome. Like, it's amazing. It's crazy. It's happened so fast.
Yeah.
But I am in I wake up every day and I feel like I'm in this like fever dream. Like a month and a half into the pandemic, I had to like close my doors. I wasn't a hairdresser anymore. I had nothing else to do. So I needed something to occupy my time or else I would explode. So I found TikTok and
Dude, I love her so much.
Started making like 5 to 7 videos every single day.
What?
For over a year. I think the first time I went viral was like only a month in. And I thought it was like a one-hit wonder kind of thing. But then every video that followed that kind of did the same thing and just kept growing and growing. It didn't really feel real because I was just stuck in my parents' basement suite making videos. And then I didn't get out of it. Oh, they didn't trap me down there.
Okay. I was gonna let you finish your sentence, and I was gonna ask.
People recognized me and stuff, and that's kind of when it started to feel real. But I still went back to hairdressing until I was like well over 15 million because I didn't think that this was a job.
What has it been like going from
Damn.
being a full-time hairdresser to being funny for a living?
As a hairdresser, I was more of a listener. And I would just listen to people talk about stuff they probably shouldn't be talking to me about.
I feel like that ends
You
up
know.
happening with hairdressers is people kind of just talk as if they're
The
a
shit
therapist
that
or
I know, I can't even say it. You know who you are. It's really helped me come out of my box because, like, my family always, told me I'm mildly funny and that kind of thing. And
they would say, "Oh,
You're
Chris,
like,
you're mildly funny."
You're okay. Shut it down a little bit, all right? Calm down.
Has any of this changed your perception of yourself?
I watch YouTube all the time growing up, and I think all of us at one point look at it and be like, "Oh, that'd be so cool to do that." But like for me, I grew up in an extremely strict environment. They wanted us to get a 9-to-5 job with a pension and that kind of thing. So I think when it started to happen, I was like, "Oh, but this isn't gonna be like this can't." And I still kind of feel like that. Like I kind of wake up every day being like, "It'll go away," like today, and I'm okay with that. I think I feel like I've made a cool impact, and if it was to all go away tomorrow, I'd be like, "Well, that sucks," but like I'll figure out something else to do.
Do you feel pressure to churn out more and more content?
Listen, I was posting over a year straight, never
Yeah.
took a day off. I still, to this day, have not taken more than 2 or 3 days in a row off of posting.
You haven't taken a vacation?
See, I tried. I tried to go to Iceland for a week by myself. I was like, I'm gonna leave my phone at home. Like,
That sounds
and
sick.
then I vlogged the whole thing. I haven't had a vacation, like an actual vacation, in like 7 years.
Do you think that you'll get burnt out by doing all that?
I have.
Oh yeah, you're already burnt out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've been burnt out for a long time, but I'm working on it.
Is there a plan here? You're aware of it.
No, I never have a plan.
You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
I probably
You
can.
can.
You just
There's some physics that you can.
cut it open,
master.
shove it down,
that's
like my
true.
feelings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Keep it bottled up.
Exactly.
If it explodes, it explodes, and it's not your fault.
Exactly.
You told me that you are, or you grew up an introvert. So is it strange now? Everywhere you go, someone wants to talk to you, and you now
Yeah.
can talk back.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I didn't? No, like I said, like I'm cool to talk to people, but I definitely have like a social meter that depletes really, really quickly. It's like being on all the time because you want, if I meet somebody in
just like
public
me.
that watches me, I
It's so good. I love Anthony Padilla. I think he does a pretty good job.
want them to have the best experience they can
Right.
with me.
I've met people before and they're like, oh my God, are you Anthony Padilla? And I'm like, yeah, hi. And then they're standing there for a moment because it's kind of like sometimes you don't know what to say especially when they're just like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and then they're like, you're not as funny in person.
Yeah.
They've literally said
You're kind of ugly,
You're
to
not,
be honest.
You're not funny. I'm like, what the f did you expect me to do?
Kids are the worst for that too.
Yeah.
Why are your hands so big?
Dance, monkey, dance.
Like I started with those damn tiny hands, man. They're haunting me every day.
Why? Because they want that people
The
want
kids
nothing
want
but
it.
tiny hands.
They hate it when they see my hands are actually kind of small. But
But they look big compared to your tiny hand props.
anyway, so I carry tiny hands like everywhere I go.
What has been your wildest fan experience?
People that come up and they don't know who you are, but they see
Yeah.
you're taking photos with other
Yeah.
people. Like, I don't know who you are, but this is just in case. Like, this is an insurance photo.
That happened to me all the time, especially because I used to have this very prominent emo hair. And people would be
Yes.
like, "Who is it? Oh, are you Never Shout Never? Timmy. Are you Brandon Urie?" And it
Oh my
was,
God.
people would take pictures with me without ever knowing who I was.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
so
really
that
weird.
It is really weird. Like, I would never do that.
No.
I'd be like, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna take a photo with you.
It's like
I
an
don't know.
insight into the human psyche where they just want to be part of
Yes.
something.
Yes, that's
Right.
exactly what it is. VidCon was crazy because it was like hundreds of thousands of people and like couldn't walk around and do that kind of stuff. And I was like, wow, this is weird.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I don't know, like just like a regular Joe.
Yeah.
You know, like a moron. I'm a regular moron.
Should I start
More
that again?
special.
Hello, regular Joe. Good to meet you. I feel like the thing that you're doing that's special, it's almost like you can't quite put it into words if you don't experience it.
Yeah.
And when I posted that I was going to be interviewing you, so many people said that you've changed their life, you've inspired them. And I think a huge part of that is you can kind of tell that you just enjoy doing it. You don't mind being silly. You don't mind
Totally.
looking like an idiot. You know,
Yeah.
you just like having fun.
Thanks.
I said looking like.
No, it's all right. I'm an idiot. That's all right. No, but it's true. I really don't care. And
Yeah.
I think that's maybe a big part of it too.
Yeah.
A big part of being like a woman in the space,
Yeah.
especially the comedy space, too many people care about maybe how they look or what they're joking about or that. And I like try to tread carefully, but also trying to like cross through those parallels of like what I can joke about, what I can't joke about. When I grew up watching like Brandon Rogers and that kind of thing, he just didn't give a shit. He was just dressing up and calling people out on their shit and doing this. And I'm like, I hope comedy gets back to that space. I think it's important to like be okay with looking like an idiot.
Well, I think that you're actually helping to bring that back in a big
hope
sense.
so. I mean, I guess I put on makeup today. I dressed up for you. This is about as dressed up as I get. Like, it doesn't get
Well, you
any
look
better
damn
than this.
good.
I was gonna come in sweats, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna put on all leather, which is super smart under these really hot lights.
Yes. I hope you're nice and toasty.
I'm good.
I hope we're melting off all your makeup.
Yeah.
How do you think humor shapes your life?
I don't think I'd be here if I didn't have the people I looked up to, like Robin Williams and Jim Carrey. It's really rounded me out as a person, and my whole personality maybe revolves around it now. And maybe I've talked about that in therapy, maybe not. And maybe I go into accents. Another thing. Sorry if I
comedy
do
being
that.
kind of like a coping mechanism.
Yeah, for sure. Which I think it is for like anybody really. In
I think
space.
they say that most funny people are use comedy as a way to cope or mask or look at a negative situation with humor instead.
It's totally true, and it is who I am. But I'm also very transparent online with that I do use that to mask. It's not like a secret. Me making other people happy makes me happy. So maybe it's a little bit like selfish because I'm just like I want to put all this
She's so sweet. That's so nice.
content out, see how people react to it, and if they're really positive, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Not necessarily about the numbers, but more about the reaction.
Yeah, when I first got started creating comedy sketches with Smosh, that was the biggest drive was seeing the feedback, seeing that people were affected in positive ways. You know, they were able to see that maybe life's not so serious. Maybe all the negative things that they see in life, a little spin could be, thrown into their perspective, and it would actually be kind of funny.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like the whole point of why I do it. And with my type of comedy too, like I try to put in, jokes about mental health or addiction or that kind of, like I have characters that are alcoholics that like go to AA meetings, and like usually you don't kind of see that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's people don't even really realize that I'm doing that, I think. But then they can also resonate it in a way, because like I grew up in that kind of space, so I'm like it helps me to kind of joke about it.
You even mentioned that you had therapists with multiple S's.
Lots of S's, yes.
How many pists?
Like a lot. I've had a therapist literally tell me that I'm just too self-aware and that there's nothing she can do. I was like, oh no, it's all downhill from here.
They're like, I guess
What the fuck? What the fuck kind of therapist says that?
I'm just listening.
They're like, yeah, that happened to me as a kid, but I think it was because of this and this and this, and this is probably why I'm like this. Or like
I was gonna say that.
She tossed the notepad and she's like, I got nothing to say.
You've been fired by a therapist.
But I kind of appreciated that. Like if she knew out of the get-go that she's like, I don't know what to do. And I'd be like, that's been me my whole life.
Do you think any of the characters are parts of you yourself?
Yeah, for sure. Like one of my most beloved characters, Riley, who's the one with the little hand and the Colorado tube. Or beanie, as you say in the States.
Yeah, why is it called a beanie though, actually? Now that you bring it to beanie?
Yeah.
Where are the beans?
I don't know. There's like those little beanie bears that you used to get.
Oh, like a beanie baby.
Yeah, that's like a beanie baby. She like represented me as a child. I was very mischievous, like always trying to crack jokes. Maybe I was always called like an old soul, maybe a little smarter than I should have been like as a kid, or maybe too curious. And then like Janet, her mom, is like who I'm afraid to become. She's like a wino mom. She was maybe represents a lot of my clients I had while I was a hairdresser, who just hates her life, doesn't really like the fact that she has kids, that kind of thing.
But yeah, after the haircut, she was like,
hello? I don't speak this language. What is it? Italian, I guess? Hello, what are you doing? I'm watching a video. I would translate that back, but I'm very tired.
You're like, how do you like it? She's like, hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly.
It's interesting that you say maybe too curious. I don't think there's any issue with being curious at all, but we're told when we're young to stop asking why.
Yeah,
to just do the
questions.
thing. To just listen.
Yeah, don't ask questions. Especially growing up in a strict household.
Yeah.
Or, I love my parents, by the way. They're probably watching. Love you. I was in a strict religious household, and I just always had questions about like, well, why is this happening? Or like, why did this happen? Like if we're reading the Bible or something like that. And I have nothing against it. I think I grew up with good morals and all that. Got kicked out of Sunday school because I was asking too many questions. And I think it's good to ask questions.
That's kind of fucked up. You wanted to know too much? You were too curious?
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah. That happens all the time. All the time. They don't want you to ask questions, which is kind of culty, if you ask me.
As to how, this guy walks on water and changes water into wine. I was like, how does he do it? Like, I don't understand.
You're like, is it a metaphor?
I was like, tell me the secret. Like, I want to do that. I don't want to be Jesus. Please don't clip that. But you know what I mean?
You literally got kicked out of Sunday school.
I had to sit outside. They're just like, okay, you need to. You're like, you're turning the kids the other way. They're like, yeah, what she said. What's going on with that?
You're making the other kids ask questions. They're supposed to just fall in line.
Making it sound so bad.
I mean,
get her out of here. But yeah, no, genuinely. I felt like more curious than other kids, not even just in religion, but just in everything.
You're very vulnerable with your mental health journey. You even made a video that you released on your YouTube channel called Battling Mental Illness. That was one of the most raw videos I've ever seen of someone, especially who has as big of a following as you, talking about their struggles. Looking at the comments, there's so many people related and really appreciated you being transparent, because so many people are going through very similar things, and a lot of people just don't want to get into that. They don't want to seem weak.
Yeah, no, that's a huge part of it. And I mean, especially, let's just talk about this space. Like, you don't want to look like that. Like, you want to be somebody's positive the whole time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of hard to just open up and be like, hey, I'm
Going to bed. Have a good night. Thank you. You too. Sleep well.
Like, I'm not good. And I think a lot of people in this space feel like they can't talk about that because we are in such a privileged position. Coming into this already struggling with mental health since I was 12, it was kind of hard to accept the fact that like I was like, okay, I gotta like push it away and not talk about it because I can't seem like I'm ungrateful for what I have. Like I can't be depressed anymore because I have this job. But then I was like, I don't think I'll be able to like keep that up. So I was just like, I just sat down with the camera and I was like, listen. I was like, I just put it out on the table and I had no idea how people were gonna react to it. And like you said, it was just people like welcomed me with open arms and they were thankful or they could relate to stuff or that. And I'm like, okay, this is good. So they know I'm a person because I think people, those lines get blurred and they're like, oh no, they're just some person that sits in their studio and they're just like an NPC. And then they just turn on.
They're just a bunch of pixels, right?
They're just breathing like this.
Yeah. Like,
because otherwise you wouldn't know they're alive.
Exactly.
Right? So
Exactly. And I didn't even think it would humanize me at that point, but I think that's kind of what it did.
I think that's part of why it's inspirational is, you know, people can look at you and say, I deal with a lot of the same things that you're going through,
Yeah.
but I can see that you can push through that.
Yes.
You can, you know, be funny still. You can have a sense of humor about the world. And I think
Yeah.
that's what inspires people to be more like you.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, no, I hope people can look at it and be like, oh, she can be happy in this while she's still like working on herself. And then maybe on the other side of the coin, it's like there are some people that look totally cool on the outside and it's like they're really not. And we look at, you know, comedians that are since passed and were obviously not okay and that kind of thing. So I hope it also helps with people checking in on other people or maybe realizing that just because they exude all this positivity that maybe it's not like that on the inside.
Do you think there are any things from your childhood that you experienced that kind of set you up to become who you've become? Kind of given you the mindset that you have?
I mean, yeah, probably the whole thing.
The whole
to be honest.
The whole childhood equals who you become as an adult?
What?
That's how it works?
Yeah, kind of.
The foundation sets everything up?
I mean, I guess it was maybe how I grew up and like my family that I grew up in because I am the second oldest out of 6.
Damn. That's a lot
right?
under one household. Did you each have your own bedroom? No. You live in a mansion?
We shared. I was always on the top bunk.
Okay.
Yeah, there was multiple people in multiple rooms. I had 4 younger siblings that me and my older sister basically took care of. I mean, as soon as my mom like popped the third one out, she's like, "You do you." I mean, she was still mom, but like exactly. No, literally. No, that's what she said. She's like,
she said that?
Yeah, it's more in numbers. She's like, as soon as you have a couple, then they can just take care of the rest, or like, you know. But she worked full time. She
Yeah.
was providing for us. So Jessica and I became the babysitters, the chauffeurs when we could drive and all that kind of stuff. So we grew up really fast. And I feel like that we kind of got like shoved aside a little bit and then more of the attention was on the younger ones. So, but then my sister was also just so talented at literally everything, which was so annoying. I was always Jessica's sister. That's my sister's name. And it was like, oh, you're Jessica's little sister. You're Jessica, because she was so good at sports and so A+. And I'm just like, they're just, you know? And so I think I, like, with all my already like mental health issues and all this kind of stuff, I kind of wanted to shine in any way I could in the family and try to get maybe a little bit of attention. So that was cracking jokes, maybe being a little bit of an asshole sometimes so my parents would notice me, which I've realized now. I would just get into trouble because I'd be like, oh, cool, they're talking to me.
Yeah. Well, when you can't get it, you can't just go and ask for it.
No, exactly. So
hey, can you pay attention to me for just real quick?
Right?
Just a moment.
Yeah, so I was testing material on them for years, figuring out what worked, what didn't work, what might have got me in jail.
Did you run into the law a lot?
Not a lot. I wasn't like a criminal.
You're not a fugitive right now? Like, this is legal? I see your ankles. There's no ankle bracelet thingy.
Don't lick my wrists. Anyway, no. I was in the back of a cop car once, but it wasn't because I was like going to jail. So that's probably for the best. But anyway, I was a little bit of a rebel.
You got into shenanigans.
Shenanigans, yeah. Don't be like me. when I was younger. Even when I was doing that stuff, or I was doing bad stuff, or I was getting in trouble, I always found a way to make my parents laugh. Like if they were trying to lecture me.
When they know they shouldn't laugh?
You stop it! Like you shouldn't have done that. And I'd just be like, well, I'd just say something funny, and they're just like, you son of a bitch.
They're like,
I gotta walk out of the room, and they're giggle, and then come back and be like, okay, I got their attention from getting in trouble. And then they're like, you're funny. Have you been here the whole time? Like this is.
Do you think you got into less trouble with your parents because you were funny?
They found me endearing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think they're just like,
They're like, I want to punish that little thing, but
that's Christina. She's a little
So
shit,
funny.
but
So
she's kind of funny. So that just extended me into realizing, okay, I took the positive out of that. I'm not gonna, be a little shit anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna try to make people laugh and that. And I
Uh-huh.
just got so much joy out of that.
growing up, you would go to school, you would make people laugh, you would be, a very carefree, kind of fun person. You would come home, and then that mask, it was too much for you to.
That's when
too much weight to bear.
That's when I got in trouble. Like, cause
Yeah.
I would be like, you ask anybody I went to school with, and I was always on. Like, always trying to, like, nobody knew, even my best friend, until I made that video, the mental health video. She didn't know that I was struggling. And I got in trouble a lot at home because I was just an ass to my parents and my family because I was tired. Like, I was so tired of, like, holding that mask up all day. And I realize that now. I didn't realize it back then. And it was more stigmatized back then. Like, I didn't feel comfortable telling my parents. I didn't even really know what depression was or whatever. So until I grew up with people, a close friend of mine that took his life because of it. And I think that's kind of what, like, triggered me to ask my parents for help. To see the reaction of everybody after that happened was awful, and my own, because like you think about it, or you think about not being here anymore, and it's nothing to you because you're like, well, it's just me. Nobody's gonna give a shit if I go. But then if somebody close to it happens,
Yeah, you're kind of like, why didn't they tell anyone? Why didn't they ask for help? Why didn't I know?
Yeah, exactly. But like, and then I look back at myself and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not talking to anybody, and I'm letting it fester, and like, I don't want to get to that point. So.
And you're putting up a mask when you're in public, and no one would ever know.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's by design, And I feel like a lot of people do that. And me saying like I hate the sound of my own voice is like,
God, yeah, so many people do that, for real, all the time. You never know what someone's going through, Try to be nice.
I did when I was younger. Like, usually if I'm sitting down and having a serious conversation like this, like, I'm trying to find ways to make this light and make it a joke, but so I have to work on not doing that because that's what I always did, and I just don't like people looking at me like you're looking at me very seriously right now, and I'm just you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's very vulnerable for a lot of people.
You don't like when people look at you seriously, like.
It's hard for me to stay in a serious conversation.
Yeah.
Because like it makes me feel like vulnerable, and I don't want people to feel like pity over me. I don't want people to feel like I'm a burden to them. It's like, that's what you do naturally as a person. Like, I have friends that have opened up to me, or family members that have opened up to me about depression or addiction or something like that, and you want to keep checking in on them, but you also just need to treat them like a human, because that's all I want. It's like, you can have the concern, but it's hard.
I wonder if any of that comes from being one of the older siblings, feeling like you had to be the adult or caretaker in some sense for certain parts of your family, because I dealt with that kind of feeling as well. Growing up in a household with a single mother, and then my brother's dad, who was in the family, he left abruptly. My grandma, who was in the family, died, and then my mom, who has agoraphobia, had no way of getting out of the house on her own, so I felt like it was my responsibility. I think for a large portion of my life, I felt like it was my responsibility to make sure that I was not a burden, because the people in my life that were closest to me already had so much burden, and I wasn't about to be the reason that pushed them beyond their means of burden that they were already experiencing.
Yeah, no, I get that wholeheartedly. And that's like, yeah, that's a lot to take on as a kid. Like, so you naturally grow up in that space where you're just like, okay, everybody's really fragile right now, and I'm a bull in a china shop.
Yeah.
And I gotta be the tiniest bull. And just, yeah, no, exactly. So, and hopefully you don't feel like that anymore. I know I'm working on it, but it's hard. It's hard.
gotten a lot better, especially because I've been able to talk about these feelings
Good.
with
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mom now,
Oh,
with my
good.
parents now.
Yeah.
And just them knowing
Aw.
that I felt like that
Yeah.
has helped a lot. And I think it's given them perspective to know, to come from more of a perspective of not making me feel like I need to be the parent anymore.
Good.
Which is,
Yeah, that's huge. But
Yeah.
yeah, very similar.
what is it about doing what you do that brings you the most joy?
Seeing the joy that it brings to other people. That's
Mhm.
easy. I think it gives me purpose. And maybe that shouldn't be for a lot of people with their job, but for me, it has worked out that like my job fills me with joy, and it gives me purpose, and it fuels me to continue to do what I do.
Distract yourself.
Exactly.
Escapism.
Also, like, just very depressed at that time, just in general. But like, who isn't?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
True.
I mean, true though.
I'm gonna joke about stuff that's not appropriate to joke about, and that is a coping mechanism. So I'm sorry
I think it's appropriate to joke about things
Same.
because it opens the door to discussion.
about that. Do I have to pay you
Same.
after this for therapy?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the pandemic.
What are the two of you look?
Oh, yeah. Alrighty, yo. It's gonna do it. I'm very tired. It's kind of late. So tired. These lights are so bright. My eyes are like closing. All right. I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll see you when I see you.
God, you are such a pathetic piece of shit. Shame on you. Shame on you, you fucking liar. You fucking filth. You fucking absolute dog shit. You fucking piece of shit. You fucking garbage motherfucker. What a fucking liar. What a fucking easy little liar. What a fucking easy little. Holy shit. What a fucking easy little liar. Holy fucking shit, dude. Fuck you. You fucking piece of shit, you fucking garbage motherfucker. I cannot believe it. You fucking piece of garbage. You know. Are such liars, dude. I despise these people so much. God, why are you such a fucking horrible monster, dude? Shame on you, and shame on your fucking parents for literally bringing to this world such pathetic, filthy spawn. You disgusting, vile piece of garbage. What a fucking liar. What a fucking easy little liar, dude. What a fucking easy little, holy shit. What a fucking easy little liar, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. Fuck you. Oh my god. Oh, this is disgusting. So fucking disgusting. What a pathetic worm, dude. Shit, dude. I just, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Disgusting. You disgust me, dude. Hashtag my dick, dude. Clout ass motherfucker, dude. What a fucking liar. What a fucking easy little. What a fucking weaselly little. What a fucking weaselly little liar, dude.